everybody.
I forgot to hit the record button until just now. Hi, everybody. Hi, YouTube. Sorry, I like 10 seconds.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to episode 37 of the Clockwork Cantina. Sorry about that. Sorry. After last week and prepping so much for our guest, I forgot how to do a two-man show instead of a three-person show.
Man, but let's talk about last week for a little bit because that
Yes.
was a blast, man. That was great.
We had such a good time with Katie.
That was really, really good. If you guys are watching this one and you haven't seen episode 36, Star Wars Day, check it out. It was a great time. We had a guest for the first time ever. It was our good friend Katie 120. Great episode, fun times, man. I would love to do stuff like that all the time because that was absolutely fantastic. It was so good.
Yeah, man. It was good discussion. It was just there was news to talk about, and just all the Star Wars stuff we talked about. Man, we wanted Katie on for a long time, so
absolutely, yeah. It was a really, really, really good time and a really good episode. So thanks again to Katie for joining us. We'll definitely be having her on again in the future. I know she said she was she had fun and all that stuff, so we'll definitely bring her on again. For we'll see for what, but it was it was awesome.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but I was scrambling to get food right before we went live.
I was trying to get something together, but I failed.
Son!
I did not achieve to get anything before we started.
Oof.
So right after this is over, I'm gonna be like, all right, I gotta go get some food.
Right. Need food immediately.
Because I haven't eaten today.
So. If you were here, I'd have some Taco Bell for you, but unfortunately,
hell yeah, man.
Unfortunately, you're way on that other coast, and I'm on this one.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Like I said, I'll just
Oh, since we're just getting started, I gotta show you guys this. It's my dice bag. It came.
Nice.
It has so many dice in it. This thing weighs. I could kill somebody with it. I could.
Dude, that thing looks pretty big.
It's huge. It holds 150 dice.
Jesus.
It's got individual pockets inside. I don't know if you guys can see inside at all.
I see it. Did this bag come with all those dice already, or did
No. I put all my own dice in it.
Oh, that's all your dice then. Okay,
these are I have a ton.
It was just the bag. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the bag that came.
God damn.
I have a lot of dice, and I needed this bag for a long time. And since we're just getting started, I got one. I actually have more space now. I have my strings are tangled up. Sorry. I gotta secure that back. It's a lethal weapon. If anybody tries to mug me when I'm going to play D&D, I can beat the shit out of them with it. Which, happens to us nerds all the time. But yeah, what have you been up to this week, man? That's how we start the show.
It's been good, man. I've had a pretty good week. What I've been up to, let me think. I'm trying to think. I've been playing very recently, as of like yesterday and the day before yesterday. I've been playing a lot of Battlefront 2 because it's on sale right now on Origin. So like a bunch of us picked it up, including yourself.
Yep, I did too.
And we all fucking played, dude. Pretty much last night it was like all Battlefront, dude. Like it was a good time, man. That game is a lot of fun with friends, man.
Yeah, it is.
Like I already enjoyed playing it, like alone or whatever. But like with friends, it's just really really fun. So yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have it, pick it up. It's on Origin. You can get the game for like $6, and then you can upgrade to the Celebration Edition for like another $5.74 or something like that. So
yep,
pick it up. Other than that, though, I watched the Last Dance documentary again, the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls one. Episode 5 was a little rough at the beginning there because they started off with like in loving memory of Kobe, and they had Kobe talk and stuff, and I was like, oh dude, no. So that one was a little rough there at the beginning, but it was still great. Episode 5 and 6 we're both awesome. I'm looking forward to 7 and 8. That documentary continues to be awesome with everything, the music, the everything. You get to see like the main thing is like it's about the 1990 like 97 98 season, which was like his last one, like with the Bulls or whatever.
Yeah.
But they go back and tell you about like earlier stuff too, like they told the story at one point, like it was his last game at Madison Square Garden, which is versus the Knicks, and then like he wore like his first like Air Jordans that he wore like the first time there, and he's like by halftime his feet and socks were like soaking in blood or whatever, and he's like, oh, my feet are hurting, in the halftime interview, but like later in the interview he was like, oh yeah, my feet were like fucking bleeding at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like it's fucking like crazy seeing like just you get to see like the footage from like back then, and then you have obviously the people talking about it right now, like in current time or whatever, and it's wild, man. It's really really cool. I of course I recommend it every week. I talk about it to everybody. If you're a sports fan, if you're Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, whatever, like it's even if you're just a sports fan, like it's fascinating, like seeing like how like the 1992 Dream Team at the Olympics like helped propel like fucking basketball all over the world, and like like just how Michael Jordan was like such a fucking like cultural like global icon in like the early 90s and stuff. It's wild, man.
Yeah, man.
Other than that, let's see. I played some more XCOM Chimera Squad on stream. That was fun. Making a little bit more progress there, but I also reached a point where there was this one mission that was just pissing me off. And like,
yeah,
God,
I know that feeling.
That's just XCOM though, man.
Yeah, it makes you so pissed.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm like, fuck this mission. I was doing so well up until that point, and then like all of a sudden that mission got ridiculous. And but anyway, and then we played golf with your friends a couple nights ago. That was kind of fun. A few of us. In terms of like playing games and stuff. What else? I'm trying to think. I know I'm missing stuff because I always forget, man.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget, but that's what the stuff I remember. Of course, and then of course I saw Conan last night.
Yeah, I watched it this morning actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I watched it last night. It was. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't. Oh, I watched episode 2 of the Mandalorian Gallery, the documentary.
Ooh.
The Mandalorian. Oh yeah. Man, the very last, like the very last thing Dave Filoni says in that episode is, it is, dude. He gets Star Wars so much. If you don't think that he is the true heir and apprentice to George Lucas, watch that episode, The Mandalorian Gallery season or episode 2, and listen to what Filoni has to say about Star Wars, man. Listen to what he has to say about it. It is just his understanding of it and everything. It is phenomenal, man. Like this man should be making Star Wars for the rest of his life, because it is. I cannot like. I can't say enough good things about him. And that last thing, he made comparisons from like Phantom Menace, and he like threw it back all the way up to the Return of the Jedi. And like the way he explains it and talks about it and stuff, it's fucking amazing, dude. Like, just I highly recommend it. Episode 2 is called Legacy, I believe. It's really really good. It's you got definitely recommend it. I check it out. But I think that's I can't. I might remember something later, but whatever.
Yeah, you can always bring it up. Doesn't matter.
That's fine. You your turn.
I have I've been doing just a lot of D&D stuff. I bought some stuff off the DM's Guild. The DM's Guild's a website where people can post things that they've made, like a lot of homebrew stuff, and people can make money on it, or they can make money off of it and such. But there's like they have like a thing called Play It Forward right now, which is helping people buy or helping people by just donating all of the proceeds from it. Usually they take a cut. I bought like a few things over there. I bought like $10 worth of stuff, a bunch of little books that are really cool. We may go over them at some point in the future on here, maybe, if it's something really neat that I want to bring up. And in terms of games, I played some Battlefront with you last night and some of the other guys.
Hell yeah, that was a great time, man.
I've been playing a little bit of WoW again. They have a big experience bonus thing going on right now, like a plus 100%.
Damn.
So you level up super quick. So I've just been playing my alts. That's all I really do. I'm kind of retired from the old raiding. It doesn't really, I might try to check it out again in the future. Maybe. I'm just like, I just don't have time really at the moment to do it with all the things that we do around this place. It's kind of hard to find the time to raid.
Yeah, I get you.
In terms of games, that's about all I've been doing. I haven't really played too much.
Anything other than that?
Yeah, exactly. I haven't played too much, although I know the Terraria thing's going to be coming soon. I definitely want to check that out when it drops. In terms of things that I've watched, I watched Extraction finally. Have you seen Extraction yet?
I haven't, no.
The Netflix movie with Hemsworth. It's pretty good.
Chris Hemsworth, right? Yeah. I mean, I that's what I hear, because like apparently it got like they're making like a second one or whatever, right?
Yeah.
We talked about that I think last week.
Yeah, I watched it with my dad. I held off on watching it because I wanted to watch it with my dad, and we watched it. It was one of the movies that he hadn't watched without me. So it was good. It was good. I watched it with my dad and my nephew. We both watched it, and it was it's a good little flick. I enjoyed it. I think I told Jake, like it made me think of Rambo a little bit. It's like nonstop action almost, except for like little bits here and there.
Yeah. Speaking of Rambo, I gotta watch that last one, man. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either. Other than that, I know I've watched some other stuff. It's just blanking on my brain at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, man. Same here, dude. We just you just blank out on stuff, man.
Extraction was kind of like the biggest one. I want to say.
Gotcha. Cool.
Other than that, not really, not much.
It's fine. It's all good.
Well, Conan, obviously, but
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't have much. It's been I don't know. This week has kind of really gotten to me with just being bored and stuck at home a lot. I haven't really played too much. I just kind of been sitting here being like, man, I'm fucking bored out of my mind. I'm sure some other people are probably feeling the same way. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing.
All right, well, we can just get straight into the news.
Let's hit the news then, my friend.
Let's just get into it, man. Yeah, let's do it. This week I have a lot more video game news than I have anything else.
Yes, cool. Wait.
So we got some stuff. To start off, I have some Lego Star Wars the Skywalker, or it was the Skywalker Saga? Yeah, the Skywalker Saga news. They revealed the key art for the game, and I think it looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think. I'm putting it there in the chat for you. But I think it looks pretty cool. They have represented all three eras of the movies on here, which I think is pretty neat. And I think that they chose the right, like, I don't know. I like the symmetry and like I think it's a great cover, man. They have so we have obviously Mustafar on the top, or no, not Mustafar. We have Coruscant on the top left with the Queen's, the ship from episode Phantom Menace from episode 1. Then below it, we have the Battle of Geonosis, which obviously Attack of the Clones. We have Obi-Wan, Yoda, 3PO, R2, a bunch of clones and droids battling it out. That's one of my favorite battles in all of Star Wars.
Oh, same.
I love it. I just love the scale and the grandness of it, like just wide open, like, just droids and clones just fucking going at it. And there's like, at one point there's like, dust and stuff, and they can't see anything, and all you see is just blaster fire. And
it's dope. It looks cool.
It's really cool. I like that battle. Then we go over to the right side, and you have the Death Star on the top right. You got the TIE fighters with the Falcon, and then you got some, AT-ATs and Imperial snowtroopers, and you got your rebellion snowtroopers as well, and you got Han and Leia. So that's Battle of Hoth, also a classic, of course. So you gotta they have that in there. It's kind of interesting how they have like the middle of the prequel trilogy, episode 2, and then the middle of the original trilogy, episode 5, with the battles and stuff. That's kind of cool. I think that's pretty neat. And then in the middle here, of course, we have Vader, followed by Luke, which is the best Luke, Return of the Jedi Luke, with the green saber, the black, best Luke.
Best Luke.
And then you have BB-8, Finn, Rey with the yellow lightsaber, Chewie, and then Kylo representing the sequels. I think this is like as close to a perfect cover as you can get. I think it's fucking cool, man.
Got everything on there.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. And then they kind of talk about it a little bit here in this article. I haven't really read into it too much, but they kind of just talk about like, oh, they revealed it at E3, and like some stuff we've already known. Like they literally built up, like they're reworking the way Lego games work. Like they built it from the ground up. Like it's not just gonna be like a remaster or like a remake, or it's technically a remake of the Lego games. So they're building it from the ground up. I'm very excited about that.
Oh, cool.
They're gonna have all 9 movies, which is exciting. They're gonna have hundreds of playable characters. So that's exciting. One of the guys says there's nearly 500 characters in this game. Many of them playable.
That's a lot of characters.
It is. I mean, Star Wars has a lot of characters, man.
Yeah.
A lot of Star Wars has a lot of characters. There's like a lot of background characters, a lot of a lot of stuff, man. And then you have 9 movies worth of things to put in here. So it's pretty great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this game. I'm definitely gonna get it. I've always been a fan of these Lego games, but this has me excited because number 1, it's Star Wars. Number 2, they're having all 9 of the movies in there, and number 3, they're they're pretty much making they're remaking the Lego games with this one. So I'm so curious to see what they're gonna look like in the future going forward because of this new one,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I am excited for this. Looking forward to that for sure.
Me too. I've never really played the Lego games, so this will be a good chance for me to hop in there and play them.
Dude, yeah, they're fun, man. I have a great time with them. I usually I've played them for the most part. Well, that's not true. I was gonna say I played them alone, but no, I've had a couple of them with co-op and whatnot. But yeah. And then apparently, to add on to this, since we're already on the topic of it, there's the Star Wars YouTube channel has like a Star Wars show that they put up videos for, and they must have leaked the release date, or they got it wrong because they took down the video and re-uploaded it without that part. But apparently the release date is or was October 20th. So whether that stays or not, we'll see, because I don't know if they were supposed to reveal that so soon, or maybe that was correct, or whatever the case may be. May or may not be October 20th.
Yeah.
Moving on, there was a new free update for May the 4th for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Did you see this?
Yes.
There's a little video that was put out for it. Honestly, this makes me want to re-download the game and try it out, because I haven't had it download. I uninstalled it a while back, and to make space for other games and stuff. But I'm like, I might have to get back to this. It seems kind of cool, man. Like, there's a challenge mode type deal. Obviously, you can replay the game with with all the cosmetics you've unlocked, and there's meditation training, and you can select arenas or whatever to do the combat with whatever all the enemies in the game. And it's pretty cool how you can just like slot them in like a fucking I don't know, like a game, dude. Like there's like pieces on a board, you know, like you just slot them in here and there. You can have allies, you can, you know, have enemies, and you just all fight them again, you know, all fight each other, and then they let you finally use the Inquisitor. Spoiler alert: if you haven't played the game, the Inquisitor Cal suit, and then the red sabers, because before you couldn't use that, you know.
Yeah.
So, pretty cool, man.
It looks dope too. I actually really like the Inquisitor suit. It looks cool.
He actually looks pretty dope in his Inquisitor suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
With the red sabers, man. Yeah, it looks pretty badass. So yeah, it definitely makes me want to it makes me want to get back on it and test the new update out, man. Like that challenge, the combat challenge stuff seems interesting. So yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. So
yeah, I'd have to reinstall it because I uninstalled it as well.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I had to make space for other games and whatnot because games nowadays be fucking huge.
Battlefront 2 alone is like fucking 100 gigs. Shit's crazy.
It's like 90 or some shit. Yeah, it's fucking nuts. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be trying that out soon, hopefully. But yeah, that came out on May the 4th, and then another thing we have is Mortal Kombat 11 story mode is going to continue on May 26th.
Yeah.
Apparently with RoboCop.
Yeah.
Which I was like, what? So I think you may know a little bit more about this than me. So if you want to talk about it, like, feel free. Here's a little trailer there. But,
I actually don't know a whole lot. I didn't actually play it. I watched it get played a bunch. Spoilers for the end of Mortal Kombat, but it actually had a pretty dope story mode. And the ending, going back to like Liu Kang is now like part fucking god apparently, and has the remake reality. And then shocker, Shang Tsung and Nightwolf and Fujin show up and it's like, listen. What are you doing? You can't do this. You gotta have the crown of this chick you killed at the end of the game. Spoilers. And then they're like, send us back in time and we'll get the crown for you. And who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? I know they've added, they're adding more characters. So Fujin makes his return. If you remember him from the old Mortal Kombat. Shiva is gonna be a playable fighter. Here's Fujin. I mean, he looks pretty dope.
Yeah, there he is.
Doing some punches and kicks and some hat throws. Shiva's gonna be back. There she is when she shows up on screen. The big mini-armed lady. Beat the shit out of you with each arm like that. Yeah, ow, pain. I'm
gonna smack a bitch.
There's gonna be some new arenas and stuff like that as well. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how big this story thing is gonna be. I don't know how big this DLC is. I do find it interesting though that they're continuing the story, which is weird for a fighting game usually.
Yeah, right. That is kind of because when I first saw this, like, they're making another Mortal Kombat, or like, what is this exactly? You know, I was kind of confused at first.
A new history. What I love about Shang Tsung though is that they got the actor from the movie, the 90s movie. He's voicing him, and then at the end of this trailer, it's fucking RoboCop. And he is indeed voiced by Peter Weller, apparently. So
that's fucking cool, man. Yeah. Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yeah. The one thing I did notice about his voice isn't quite as what's the word? Quite as I accidentally kept like friendships. Friendships are back. That's a thing.
Friendships.
Friendship.
They're grabbing that bear. Oh, so sweet.
I don't know if you guys remember the friendships from back in the day.
Such a tender moment. I don't know. I was gonna say I do not remember that. What is that?
Friendships is like fatalities, but not death. It's more like we're friends, so here I'm gonna hug this bear instead of killing you terribly.
Okay.
It's weird. It's
the
weird.
hell?
They had a bunch. There was a time. There was a time when they had babalities too, where you turn into babies. I don't know if you remember this.
Babalities?
Yeah, they were like called babalities or some shit. And you turn into babies and stuff.
I was expecting something else when you said babalities.
No.
That's funny, man.
But yeah. Friendship was like. I feel like it was in Mortal Kombat 2 is when they started. It was kind of like a jab at how gory the game was, I guess. So they added in the little friendships.
That's funny,
where you could be nice, like some of them were like your opponent would give you a birthday gift, or Johnny Cage would give you his autograph on a picture, or something stupid like that, or they'll dance. Yeah. Just a lot of weird, goofy ones.
It's fucking funny.
They're always funny. So they're making a comeback. I'm interested, and I'll probably watch somebody play it. Because I don't play Mortal Kombat, but I like watching. The story was really dope in it. Like, it really was. It had a good story.
Yeah, I'm not super big into the fighting games. The only one that I'm really into is Smash Bros. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's there's a lot of more there's some Mortal Kombat that I think is interesting, but like I don't know. That was never really been one of those series that I like got into.
Yeah.
But I always I always think it's neat how they how these fighting games or like they always have like these like third party characters that they bring in. It's like, oh, fucking here's the T-800 from fucking Terminator. Oh, here's fucking RoboCop. Here's this guy or this girl from that.
All these WB owned characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, RoboCop's coming. There was a rumor that Ash from Evil Dead was supposed to be in there, but who knows?
He's stuck on Dead by Daylight, man.
Yeah, no, right? But yeah, I do think it's really cool that they put a lot on the story of Mortal Kombat. And yeah. That's all I got on the Mortal Kombat, so I'll check it out by watching streamers play it. That's I'm always interested in the story modes, because even in the old Mortal Kombat games, they had like story modes. Like there was one where you played a character called Shunjinko, and it had like one of the longest like the story modes I ever remember out of a fucking Mortal Kombat game. Shit was crazy. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I mean that's all I got on Mortal Kombat 2. So yeah, lastly, is RoboCop a DLC or like what is it?
I guess he's included in this. I think you have to pay for this, by the way. I'm not sure.
Oh really? I wasn't sure about that either.
DLC price. I'm letting my Google fool. Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath is an expansion. It will launch on May 26th for a price of $39.99. That's really expensive.
Wow. Yikes.
That better be a chunk.
Right? $40? That's a fucking entire game, dude. What are you talking about? I'm talking about expansion Mortal Kombat. That's a fucking game.
You get 3 extra characters. I don't know how long the story of it is. That seems awful expensive. But yeah.
All right. Well, moving on. Well, so we talked about last week how there was leaks for The Last of Us 2. Within the past week, they released a story trailer. There it is. I feel like they did this to kind of counter all the leaks and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then to be honest, the game is coming out in a month anyway, so
yep.
It makes sense for them to pump out the trailer now, especially with all that's going on. I mean, for me, honestly, I'm at the point with this game that I am no longer interested in it, unfortunately, and that is due to the fact that I was indeed spoiled on some of the plot and whatnot on Twitter. I mean, don't get me wrong, the game looks beautiful, but that's like every game nowadays, right? Every game looks this way now. But to me, what I have heard and seen from the story, now that I've been spoiled on it, just does not interest me. Like I went from like and then like to be honest, I was like never really the biggest fan of the first game either. Like I like The Last of Us, the first one.
Yeah.
But like I was never like I never overhyped it, or like I've never like put it on the pedestal that other people do. Like when people talk about Last of Us the first game, they're like, oh, it's one of the best games ever. You know?
Mm-hmm.
and I don't mean that that was maybe a little bit too fucked up. I didn't mean to, if you like the game, good for you. But like, if it's one of your favorites, like, that's great. But like to me, I'm just saying, like it was never one of like my favorite like it's not like one of my favorite games or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think it's a good game, but like I just like I don't like, I don't put it up there like other people. So but yeah, this second one, like I just it just like for what I've seen, what I've heard, like this in terms of the story, I'm not on board, and it's kind of a shame because like I was like wanting to play this game, but now that I know some things about it and have seen some things, I went from like interested to like zero interest.
Well,
So I'm like not even this is not even a game on my radar anymore. For me.
Well, yeah, then.
And
yeah.
yeah, go for it. No, go for it. I've talked enough.
I still haven't played the first one, and I still plan to at some point.
Yeah, I mean the first one's a good game, dude. Like it is a good game. Even though despite all I said, like to me it's just not like to me like it's not a perfect game like everybody says it is. Like it's a good game, but like I don't know, just people seem to overrate it personally. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
If you'd like it, like if you're watching this and you're like, well, fucking fuck you because you don't like The Last of Us. I do like The Last of Us, but like I just to me it's just not like up there, like it's a good game though.
Yeah, I mean everybody likes what they like, and
Exactly.
and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I still think it's a good game though. Like if you haven't played it, it's definitely one of the best PS3 era games. Which yeah, you guys forget it's a PS3 era game because it came out like late gen for PS3. And they remastered it for PS4 and whatnot. But yeah, you guys, if you haven't checked it out, definitely I would recommend doing so. Because it is one of the better like PS3 era game. It's one of the better PlayStation games for sure. So yeah, definitely play it if you haven't.
Yeah, I was never really hyped for this anyway, really, because I didn't play the first one. I mean, I'm glad that people are, excited for it and stuff like that. But it really never really grabbed me. Although I think the voice cast for it's phenomenal. I think all the actors in it are great.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, they're good. I mean, my issues with certain things have always been like I never have issues with the actors or actresses because they're just doing what they're told to do. Like they're just doing their job, right? My issue is more with like the people who come up with these horrendous stories, and I'm just like, what are you guys doing, man? Like, like it's just bizarre, like some of the things that they're doing in this game. And I'm not gonna say anything because obviously people are looking forward to it and they want to play it and all that stuff. And I just, to me, my all of my like everything that I had for this game is just went down the drain because I'm just not interested in it anymore.
Yeah.
So part of me is like, thank you, Leaker, for saving me time and money. But at the same time, it's like, and of course I'm not gonna say anything to anyone. Like, don't be a shitty person and ruin it for other people. Like if you're still looking forward to this and if you're excited for it and whatever, like that's your prerogative. Like like continue to be excited for the things that you like. I'm just saying, all I'm saying is that for me, like I'm trying to emphasize that for me, this is no longer something that's on my radar. So that's all I'm saying, everybody. If you still like it, good for you. Like keep doing that. I'm just saying, for me, I'm just not interested anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Moving on,
yes,
I guess,
sir.
right?
Yeah, I got nothing else to say on it, really.
Okay, so moving on from PlayStation to Xbox. Xbox yesterday had, or I guess it was yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe. They had like here's some of the stuff that's coming up for the Xbox Series X or whatever.
Yep, they had some trailers.
And they have a list of all these studios that are making games for them. And boy, is there a lot.
There's a ton.
There is a ton. I'm just gonna name off a few, but not all of them. We have Amazon Games. We have Cyanide Studio. We have Capcom. We have Bungie, Bethesda, Blizzard, Activision, 2K, Nimble Giant. We have Gunfire Games, Hi-Res Studios, Humble Bundle, Sega, Ubisoft, amongst many, many others you see in this image here. So all these people are From Software. There's all these people making games for the new Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really an Xbox guy. I've never really have been. The only Xbox I have ever owned, and I guess I still have it to this day, but the only one that I've ever really had was the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
From like the GameCube and PS2 era. The OG Xbox is the only one that I have. So like I've never really been an Xbox guy, but I think it's kind of neat how they have, or it's pretty cool how they have all these, like, just look at all these names right here, man. There's so many.
It's a ton, yeah.
WB Games, EA, Epic Games, Devolver, like Crytek. There's so many,
Don't forget Roblox. You gotta have your Roblox.
Oh shit, is it in there?
Yeah,
I didn't even see
right,
Rebellion.
Right,
yeah, there's there's too many. Like I'm gonna,
no, there's a ton.
505 games. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, they had this showing off all the like these are all the people that are making games for us. But and then of course, like you said, they had trailers. And let's take a look at some of these trailers that they
have you watched any of these, by the way?
I watched 2 of them, and
I got you.
The ones that I'm gonna bring up here.
See, I watched it live, so I saw all of this.
Okay, I kind of skimmed through it. I didn't really like look at all of it, because I was kind of like gathering my last set of notes last night, and it was like pretty late. So I was like, I'm just gonna like do it quickly here. But first off, I have Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh goodness!
Cinematic trailer. So I will say that I have not played any of these Yakuza games before. I really want to though.
They're on my list to play. Yeah.
They seem like really, really cool fucking games. And this trailer right here, there is some like really bizarre, but like I don't like cool shit in here that I'm like, I really need to play these games.
This game apparently is a departure from the other Yakuzas in terms of how they fight and stuff. Apparently this is more like you have like summons. Like there's a moment in here where you see a crab. It's a summon that you use to attack people with or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, this game is bizarre as hell. Like, what is this giant fucking crab and like, it's so bizarre. But
I think those Yakuza games are like that anyway. I think they're supposed to be bizarre.
Yeah, I think they're kind of goofy in nature anyway, right? Like I remember hearing about that. I need to play them. They seem like really fun games.
Yeah, they're all on PC, or they're all either out on PC or coming on PC at the very least.
I have a few of them on Steam.
Get you that ball bat.
Yeah, the bat. Yeah, look at that. Like it's like powering up. I'm like, what is going on in this game?
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a few of them. Let me see. I have Yakuza 0, and then I think I have like another one.
I think they go in a certain order. I think you start with 0. There's a crap. I think you start with 0 and work your way up.
Yeah, there's that damn crap.
And they're doing like HD remasters of some of the older ones as well, called Kiwami.
Yeah, I need to get into these games because they really do seem fun.
The only reason I know stuff about them is because I watch Zeke and Co and JP, and they've like all played. They've all played them. Like they love them apparently, or at least Co and Zeke do. I don't know if JP does, but yeah, I'm gonna play them at some point. Sure.
Yeah, same. Fun. I want to play them at some point because they look like just a blast, man. Like a fun time. I've seen bits and pieces of them here and there from like other streamers and whatnot, but like, yeah, man, they look really fun, man.
They got tons of mini games in them apparently.
Yeah, they do. I've seen that as well.
And you go on dates and stuff, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I need to get into them. They seem like the best time. So yeah, eventually I'll be streaming those at one point or another. I currently have Yakuza 0, so I need to get the rest of them.
How much are they? I think there's like a bundle on Steam.
I'm not sure. I
got my Steam up. I'm gonna look right now.
That would be cool if there was like a bundle. Just get them all, whatever.
Yakuza.
I have 0. I got 1. I got Kiwami 1 and 2 on my wish list.
The Yakuza bundle. Yeah, it comes with. The bundle comes with Yakuza 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2. For $60.
Well,
you get those 3. Yeah.
I mean, 3 games for $60 isn't,
Yeah.
I have 0 though, so the only ones I would need is 1 and 2, or the Kiwamis. Yeah.
Yeah, Kiwami 1 is $20, and Kiwami 2 is
30.
It's expensive. Is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
I might
get those when they're on sale.
I might play them off stream or something. I kind of always want something to play off stream.
Yeah, I get you. I just like playing stuff on stream just to like share the experience or whatever. I just think it's fun. But yeah, that's definitely something that I will be looking forward to. And then now this Like a Dragon, it just as bizarre and crazy and awesome. Something else that's bizarre, crazy, and awesome is the next trailer that I'm gonna play, or that you're gonna play, but I'll post it here for all of us. Is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
God.
It's called Become Dance trailer, dude. This game. Okay, so I never played the first one. I don't know anything about this game. But let me tell you, if this trailer doesn't fucking intrigue the ever-loving fuck out of me,
it's so
this
weird.
Game, I am so fascinated by this game, dude. I don't know anything about it other than apparently there's vampires.
I played the first one a little bit and still don't know shit about it. So.
I even like the music that they use in the trailer, dude. Like this is such a such a perfectly crafted trailer. Because now I am super looking forward to this game, dude. Like I don't know anything about it, but I'm like, this shit looks fucking rad as hell, dude.
I think it's based on a tabletop RPG. I think the system is.
I don't know anything about it, but it just looks so cool, man. Like I want to play this game, dude. I really do. I want to stream this shit out.
I love vampire games, so I love playing them. So I think the moment this was announced, I was on board.
Yeah, this trailer, like I kind of was intrigued before, but this trailer really sold me on it, dude. Whoever worked on this trailer, whoever thought of it, or whoever came up with it, or whatever, you did a good job because you sold me on this game already. Just with this trailer, like this trailer is very, very intriguing, fascinating, and I want to know more about this, man. Like I don't know anything about this game or series or whatever, because again, I haven't played the first one, and like this doesn't really tell me anything other than it's fucking bizarre but awesome.
Oh my god, she bit that man.
She sure did. After she was looking at him seductively.
Oh, that's pretty dope. Oh my god, no.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this game looks fucking rad, dude. I definitely want to play it.
We all want to be vampires. Little fucking snappy fingers. Love it. Oh, does this have a release date? I can't remember.
I don't know. I want to say no, but I'm not sure. Because I don't remember one off the top of my head.
I'm on Google really quick just to see. It'd probably be in the description of the video, actually. Bloodlines 2 release date. Just says 2020, sometime this year.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I would aim for October. I would guess would be my guess if I was going to hazard a guess.
That would be a good guess, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to like find out a little bit more information about this game because it looks like in terms of the story and the world and all that kind of stuff because it looks really really interesting to me now. You know.
Yeah.
Like this is something that is definitely on my radar. Like yeah, man. This trailer was great. But yeah, I think those are the only 2 trailers that I pulled from that thing. There was an Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer, but it's been getting shit from everybody because it's not. They labeled it as a gameplay trailer, but there's no gameplay in it.
Yeah, it's just in-engine footage, basically.
Yeah, so everybody's like gameplay trailers should have gameplay in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I agree. Like, if you're gonna fucking have a gameplay trailer, if you're gonna label something as a gameplay trailer, then fucking make it have gameplay. Don't just be like, this is in-game footage and whatever. Like, fucking show us the gameplay, man. Don't be lying.
Yeah, I think there's a post on Reddit that says from the Xbox marketing GM, or on where he posted on Twitter and said, "Yeah, they set the wrong expectations."
Yeah, this Xbox show. I mean, like, come on, man. Like, what are you guys doing over there? Like, if people are looking forward to this game, you just gotta show them the fucking game, dude. Like, or if you're just gonna show in-engine footage, don't call it a fucking gameplay trailer.
Here's what I thought was gonna happen. Here's what I thought was gonna happen when I was watching this. I was like, this is less than an hour long. This little show that they did, right? So I thought, oh, they're gonna show us 30 minutes of trailers, which is what happened. And then they'll do like a 15-minute gameplay of Valhalla. That's like, surely they have 15 minutes of gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
It was less than a minute. And it was not like any way, shape, or form. Could you see anything? They had They have a million cuts in the video if you watch it, and you can't hardly see shit. It's a minute and 13 seconds long. It is. I see, because I thought they were gonna deep dive in it. The way they kind of hyped it up, I thought, oh, they're gonna show off a good little chunk. Nope, not at all.
No.
So that was weird. Yeah. That was just weird.
Yeah, I just think it's weird that they're like, oh, gameplay trailer, and there's no gameplay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my stance on that.
What's also weird is like right after they played it, it's like, yeah, that was a gameplay trailer. I'm like, you guys are fucking dumb.
Yeah, right. Like just either if you're gonna have a game, if you're gonna title something a game, or describe it as a gameplay trailer and not show gameplay, just don't fucking call it a gameplay trailer. Like there's just simple things like that like what are you fucking doing, man? Like just call it something else, or if you're gonna say gameplay trailer, show off some actual gameplay, man.
It seems really weird. Also because it's only a minute long. Like, you acted like it was gonna be this big thing, and it's literally a minute long. Now, I'm not shitting over the game because we haven't seen any of it, really. Yeah. But like your whole marketing strategy there was really weird. So whoever thought of that, you need to rethink your job, my friend. Because you made a bunch of people upset at you apparently on the internet, which isn't that weird, but
yeah. Anyway, we can move on from that.
Strange.
The last thing that I have here is this is more of a neat little thing that I saw.
Okay.
It's somebody made a horror movie trailer using Animal Crossing.
Oh my goodness.
So we're just gonna check this out because this is really cool, man. I thought it was really neat how they did this, and people are really creative in that game. So let's check this out real quick because it's pretty dope. Hey, I think it's pretty dope.
It's even got subtitles for us, so we don't have to have sound up.
Yeah. But the sound is so like perfect though. Like it's literally the.
Oh god.
It's hilarious, dude. You gotta watch it like off stream because it's.
They're living on an island possessed. I'll do the voices for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Terrifying look at what skeletons lurk in our closets. Tom Nook. Hello? 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 Ah! Or you don't sing of.
Shit. It's pretty great, man.
The murderer is yet to be found.
I can't believe it.
Hootie.
It's so good, dude. It's fucking people are so creative,
Say
man.
good night to sleep.
People are so damn creative, man. I love this shit, dude.
Why did you move here? Don't look away. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. The fucking little goat is scary. I'll give it that.
all the little villagers that would look like, you know, scary, they use in here, which I think is pretty dope.
Animal Crossing,
yeah. So shout out to Evil Imp for that, because that's hilarious, man. That is well done, Evil Imp. Well done, man.
That was funny.
You did a fantastic. They even have like a behind the scenes video of like how they made that or whatever. It's good, man. That was a blast.
It takes me back to the machinima days.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it does. God, you remember when machinima was like huge? God damn.
Oh my goodness, yes. I mean, that's what the movies was born out of. Was people doing machinima, and then then Lionhead was like, let's make a game about that, and thus was born the movies.
Yeah, that's man. What a thing. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of neat, and I wanted to, you know, talk about it real quick. Okay, so that's it for video game news. Do you have anything, sir?
Rip. Let me look. I haven't. I've been too caught up in what we were talking about to really pay too much to really look.
That's all good. If not, we can. Yeah, if not, we can just move on. You know.
I
do have like very little news for the rest, like for movies, and
that's why I'm looking really quick just to see if there's anything. But well, I guess something to talk about. Are you gonna modify your genitals in Cyberpunk?
Oh boy, I heard about this. So like what, you can customize your dick, or like what
your dick, your lady bits, I guess.
The lady parts and everything.
Cyberpunk. Let me see if I can find like an actual article on this.
Oh Jesus. They would do something like that, man. They fucking would.
Yeah, I'll read this article on PC Gamer for you guys.
Okay.
Cyberpunk 2077 features customizable genitals. And I like the little subheader says Conan Exiles might have some stiff competition if the ESRB is to be believed. Surprising no one, Cyberpunk 2077 was rated M for mature by the ESRB. What is surprising though is what elements contributed to the rating. Customizable genitals in a quest that sure sounds like the main character crucifying some poor soul. Some locations depict mutilated corpses with open chest cavities and or exposed organs / entrails, reads the ESRB rating summary.
Yikes.
During one quest, players assist a character by hammering nails through his hands and feet. Screaming sounds and blood effects accompany the scene. The last sentence has me very confused. The use of the word assist implies the character wants you to crucify them, but to what end I can only imagine, because the summary moves right on from that to reveal a previously unknown feature of Cyberpunk 2077's character customization. Players could select a gender and customize their character. Customizations can include depictions of breasts, buttocks, and genitalia, as well as various sizes and combinations of genitals, the summary says. The language here is just vague enough that it's hard to picture exactly what this customization screen will look like. We do know that CD Projekt Red ditched binary gender options last year, changing the character creator to emphasize body type instead, letting players mix and match different parts to create their character however they want. The ESRB depicts the prescription suggests that the developers have followed through on that approach, but to what exact degree, we don't know. The ESRB summary also says that characters will be able to select the size of their genitals. What that actually entails is also anybody's guess, but it could resemble Conan Exiles, which has a dong slider to adjust the length of your penis. CDPR has also announced that on June 11th it will be sharing more details about the game, so it's possible we might get more answers then. We've also reached out to developers for more information about the character creation, and we'll update this story if we hear back.
So bizarre, man.
So,
although I'm not surprised that they would do something like that.
So they went in on it, I guess.
I guess. I don't know why. I'm just trying to figure out why it would be important to like have your whatever customizable, you know?
I don't know. I know you can get lucky in that game, so maybe that matters in those scenes. I have no clue.
Who knows?
Who knows? There's a rumor going around, by the way, of a HD remake of Mass Effect. Of course, after Daniel gets all 3 of the games.
Yeah, right? Like, why after I get all the games, huh?
We made this happen. We made this happen, Daniel. If you'd never bought them, this rumor wouldn't exist.
EA, if you're listening, please let me have the remasters. I will stream them all.
Yeah, me too.
If you let me have them.
You know how long I've backed the Mass Effect stuff? I want one too. But yeah, there's a rumor. There's a rumor that the HD remake of I think what spawned this rumor is that EA's having a thing that would be like their E3, I guess, and there's like a list of stuff, and one of them says an HD remake of an EA game, and people are kind of thinking it's the Mass Effect trilogy, which would make sense, but we'll see.
We'll see. We shall see indeed.
So if that's true, cool.
Please also do KOTOR.
Yeah, and some other stuff. HD early Dragon Age 1 and 2, please.
Jade Empire.
Jade Empire. Oh God, I want a sequel to that.
That's another game I need to play too.
I think you'd like it.
Jade Empire. I gotta play Dragon Age. I gotta play all those, dude.
Jade Empire is actually surprisingly short. And I beat it in 3 days when I first got it. Of course, I played it all night, so.
Okay, well, that.
By today's standards, it's actually really short.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is.
That's all I got, unless you want to talk about some more cyberpunk genitals.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Good. Yeah, that's I
don't know why either. I kind of want to tweet at them and just be like, all right, but why? Why though?
Like, yeah, but just tweet them a GIF. Why?
Well, I'm fine with romance being in games, but why do I need to customize my genitals?
Anyway, moving on to TV show news, television news. They have cast your boy Joe Exotic, the Tiger King himself, in a scripted series, and it's gonna be your boy Nick Cage, man. He's gonna be the Tiger King, Joe Exotic. He has been cast. This is I don't believe this is related to Netflix at all. I think it's just gonna be like its own separate. It's a CBS television studios and Imagine Television production. It's gonna be an 8-episode scripted series, based on a Texas Monthly story published in 2019. So yeah, this is happening, man. We knew this was gonna happen. We knew this was gonna happen eventually with how popular the Tiger King doc is. That they were gonna cast all these people and put them into a show or a movie or something. And here we go, man. Nick Cage is gonna be your boy Joe Exotic.
I actually have some personal feelings about this. I hate that we have made these terrible people famous and worthy enough of doing a movie about them. I hate it. These people, oh my God.
This is what happens, though.
Yeah, but I mean, they're terrible. They're awful. I can't stand Honey Boo Boo either. I can't stand any of this shit. They shouldn't be on TV. They shouldn't be famous. Who the fuck are these morons? I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I hate it. I'm taking my stand. I'm making it. I'm gonna die on this hill. Why are these people getting their own shit? Makes no sense at all to me.
Josh has spoken. I just think it's hilarious, man.
No, it's funny. I don't disagree that it's not funny. It's definitely funny.
No, I get you. I get where you're coming from, man. I mean, unfortunately, that's just
they're terrible people.
The way things are nowadays.
They are terribly awful people. Why? Okay, that's my rant for today.
Dude, I'm just picturing Nick Cage trying to talk like Joe Exotic, and I am laughing in my head right now.
I mean, Nick Cage. He's gonna Nick Cage it, I guess. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be the funniest shit, dude. I'm just gonna watch it just for the memes, because, man, it's gonna be something.
Oh goodness.
We can move on though.
I need a breath after that.
Let's talk about some good news, some Star Wars news here.
Yes.
The Mandalorian related, of the Mandalorian related variety. Both Peyton Reed and Robert Rodriguez tweeted out images on May the 4th.
Oh damn!
Of them on some set pictures that they are directing episodes for the Mandalorian, or that they already directed episodes for the Mandalorian season 2, because obviously they're done filming and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a picture of the Mandalorian helmet sitting on a chair, with the Peyton Reed chair in black and white. It's a pretty cool picture. It's pretty much just telling us that, yep, he's a director for season 2. They tapped him for directing an episode, which is pretty cool. Peyton Reed, for those of you who may or may not know, director of the Ant-Man movies, which I know Josh is a pretty big fan of.
I am, actually.
And I like him too. I like the Ant-Man movies. Peyton Reed, I'm trying to figure out what other stuff he's done as well. I think he did like the Jim Carrey movie Yes Man, I think, as well. What else did he do? I'm trying to think. He did Bring It On. Okay.
Bring It On.
Yeah, Bring It On. You know that one cheerleader movie or whatever? With, yeah, that one. He did some episodes of New Girl, but yeah, I mean, like, the people are mainly gonna know him for the Ant-Man movies. That's mainly what he's known for. But yeah, I mean, that's cool. Yeah, get him. They got him for the Mandalorian, so that's pretty dope. I think it's cool. And then they got, of course, Robert Rodriguez as well, who tweeted, "I am truly humbled to say I have now had the very rare privilege of directing the biggest star in the universe. At Star Wars, # The Mandalorian, # May the 4th, # Star Wars Day." And it's a picture of him with the puppet of the child sitting on the chair of what I assume is the ship. And it's pretty cool. Yeah, you get to see, like, the little, like, things that are attached to the puppet and whatnot. It's really cool looking, man. Like, just how detailed that little fucking puppet is, man. Like, they did a fucking great job on that little fucking baby Yoda. But yeah, man, Robert Rodriguez, that's gonna be interesting, because he's got like a particular style, I feel, with his stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be. It'll be very interesting to see, like, which episode he does. I don't know if he has more than one. I don't know if Peyton Reed and him have more than one. But I think the official, like, director's list for season 2, I think it's out there somewhere. I'm trying to let me see if I can find it real quick. But yeah, I mean, Robert Rodriguez is known for, like, Sin City and, like, Planet Terror and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, let me see if I can find the director's list, because I know Filoni's coming back as well. I think that Jon Favreau himself is directing an episode this season.
Oh yeah.
So he's gonna be added onto that. I think Bryce Dallas Howard is coming back, from what I remember. And then they're also bringing aboard Carl Weathers is gonna be directing an episode, I believe, too.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, like, he's not only gonna be Grief Karga, but he's directing as well. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't think Deborah Chow's coming back. She might be busy trying to work on the Obi-Wan show, which I mean, God, they need to figure that shit out, man. They really need to figure that shit out. But yeah, I think she's busy working on the Kenobi show. So yeah, I think Bryce Dallas Howard's coming back. Jon Favreau's directing. Carl Weathers, Peyton Reed, Dave Filoni, Robert Rodriguez. I'm blanking out on who else, but maybe that might be it. I don't know. Oh, Rick Famuyiwa. How could I forget? Rick Famuyiwa is also coming back, I believe, for directing on season 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are two that have been confirmed. And then here's the big news for The Mandalorian. We have some casting news. Now, I'm going to say this is a spoiler warning. So if you don't want to know about this, and to be honest, Josh, I don't even know if you want to know.
It's fine. It's part of my job, man.
This is huge, man. This is something that I have been wanting
Twitter spoiled it for me already.
For years now. Oh yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it was everywhere yesterday.
Yeah, it even popped up on my phone. I was like, really? But yeah,
this is huge, man. I've been wanting this for a long time. I'm so glad it's finally happening. But this is the final spoiler warning I'm giving you guys. This is a casting for season 2 of The Mandalorian for a character and an actor that I've been wanting to see return for a long time. And your spoiler warning is over. I'm gonna say it. The Mandalorian season 2 has cast Tamora Morrison as Boba Fett.
Yep.
And buddy boy, am I excited. I was so hype about this yesterday. I found out while I was streaming, and I cannot tell you how fucking happy this makes me.
it's dope.
Yes. Fucking I've been wanting fucking Tamora to return as Boba or clones or whatever for a long time. And there's also a rumor that he might be Rex as well.
Yep.
As well as Boba Fett.
I saw that as well.
So that would be really cool. I mean, shit, dude, Tamora's the man, dude. Bring him back for everything. They should have been brought him back for Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those of you who may remember, Tamora Morrison is obviously Jango Fett in Attack of the Clones. He's, Commander Cody and the other clones in Revenge of the Sith. But yeah, I'm so happy about this, man. This is fan-fucking-tastic, dude. This is fan-fucking-tastic, dude. I again.
No, I'm excited.
There's not enough praise for me that I can give to Filoni and Favreau for the amazing, incredible fucking Star Wars that they're giving us here, man. I can't, dude. This makes me believe that maybe Boba Fett was the guy who walks up to Fennec Shand.
Yeah.
At the end of episode 5, when you see Fennec Shand's body on the floor there.
Yeah, because they leave that open ended.
Yeah, like who is that? So now I'm thinking maybe that's Boba Fett,
Yeah.
So that's yeah, man. I have nothing but great things to say about this. I know to a lot of people, Boba Fett's like the most overrated character in Star Wars, and like to be fair, that's probably true because he doesn't really do anything in the movies. But you have to keep in mind that we're talking about Dave and John here. They're gonna make Boba Fett into a really cool character. Okay,
like
they're gonna make him, and they're bringing back Tamora Morrison. They're gonna give him something to do, man. Like it's gonna be. I'm just very, very happy and excited for this, man. Like I have nothing but good things to say about it. So,
look, man, characters can get by and get over so much just by looking cool. And back in the day, Boba looked pretty goddamn dope.
Yeah, man. I mean, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have any of these other Mandalorians. So, put some respect on Boba Fett's name.
Plus, he's pretty cool in the expanded universe in the old days too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah.
There's just like a ton of books and comics and just everything.
So hopefully, with them bringing him back on this show, they can make steps to making him badass in canon.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, I again, I can't say nothing but good things. I'm glad Tamora Morrison's coming back. I'm glad that he may potentially play Rex as well, and maybe some clones or whatever. But yeah, man, Boba Fett, that is thank the Star Wars gods for this, because this is incredible. But yeah, I mean, that's all really I got for TV news. I don't really have a whole lot this week.
I don't think there's very much out there, to be honest.
Yeah, there just hasn't been a whole lot out there, and I may have missed some other things, but like there isn't really a whole lot anyway.
No. Did you watch the trailer for Space Force for the Netflix?
I have not.
I'm gonna. How about we'll watch that?
Put it up, yeah, put it up. That's fine.
Because I did watch it and thought it looked hilarious.
Okay.
Let me hold her up for you.
Hell yeah, man!
It's got a pretty dope cast. You got Steve Carell. The people that are making this show are the same people that did The Office, by the way.
I love The Office, man. So this might be something that I check out for sure, because I love The Office.
Yeah, I might check it out too, because it looks funny. From the guys who brought you The Office. But yeah, it looks really funny. I feel like playing this without sound does it such a disservice, because there's a lot of good jokes that are going on during the trailer. But unfortunately, we can't really play the sound. Go watch it with sound, guys, if you haven't seen it yet.
Just go watch it on the Netflix channel itself. Give them give them the view.
Yeah. But yeah. This is basically The Office, but in the military Space Force.
Steve Carell is fucking hilarious, dude. I'll definitely be giving this a shot for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's got John Malkovich in it. Like, the fucking show's cast is pretty stacked, in my opinion.
I need to look up who else is in this cast, because I don't really know.
Yeah. Go check it out and give me the listo.
Yeah, I will do that while we watch this here real quick.
He's singing the Beach Boys here. By the way, for anybody wondering, what the fuck is he doing?
We got Steve Carell, Owen Daniels. We have Noah Emmerich, John Malkovich, Tawny Newsome, Ben Schwartz, Jessica St. Clair, Alex Sparrow, Diana Silvers, Don Lake, Jimmy O. Yang, Hector Duran. What else we got here? I'm not too familiar with this cast, other than like a few people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be it's actually gonna be interesting, because
May 29th.
I'm not like, that's coming at the end of this month. That's one thing that
I didn't realize it was coming out already. Holy shit!
That's one thing that I did know, is that it was coming out like at the end of the month.
What's this say? This says a 4-star general begrudgingly teams up with an eccentric scientist to get the U.S. military's newest agency, Space Force, ready for liftoff. Looks pretty funny to me. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Daniel said he's gonna check it out. We'll get back to you guys if it comes out, if you're interested in it.
For sure.
We'll let you know what we think, but I'm pretty sure it looks like a barrel of laughs. Other than that, I got nothing.
All right. Move on to movie news.
Let's do it.
Let's get this over with. I only got like 2 things on here, so.
Oh damn.
It's gonna be today is gonna be quick for the news.
It's gonna be probably a shorter episode, just in general.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. You know.
It happens. There's not a lot. There's just because like the Rona thing's still going on. There's just nothing happening really. Like we're all just kind of waiting for it to be over, and I guess a lot of companies are too.
Movie news.
Go ahead.
First thing I got here is that Taika Waititi was announced that he will be directing and co-writing a new Star Wars theatrical released film. Oscar nominee Christy Wilson Cairns is going to co-write and screenplay with Taika. And then Emmy nominee Leslie Headland, which we talked about last week, is going to write, produce, and serve as a showrunner for a new untitled Star Wars series. So that's been officially confirmed as well. So we don't know anything about this stuff, obviously, because they're just now announcing it, and Star Wars loves announcing stuff without saying what the hell they're doing.
Would you hazard a guess at what they're doing and what they might do?
The Leslie Headland thing we kind of speculated a little bit about last week. So, if you want to know kind of what I was thinking with that, check out last week's episode. But let's talk about the Taika one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm curious about.
Taika and Christy Wilson Cairns, who worked on the film 1917, which I still have not seen yet. And really need to check that out.
I gotta watch it too.
So so obviously, I mean, she worked on that movie, then she's gotta know what she's doing, right? But yeah, Taika, I don't know, man. The thing with Taika is like, the thing that I always wonder is like, whenever somebody new is announced to be like the main person that's gonna be working on a project for Star Wars, my main thing is, what is their favorite era in Star Wars? What is their favorite Star Wars movie? Who are their favorite characters? So I can kind of get an idea of what they're going to be doing. Like, as we said last week for Leslie Headland, I don't know what her shows. Well, the thing is, like, she doesn't have a favorite movie or anything. She just loves it all. So it's like, well, I mean, it could be anything other than, like, they kind of mentioned that it was going to be more like female centric or whatever, like set in a different era that's not like within Star Wars or whatever. But anyway, like I said, check that out. We talked about it last week. Taika, though, I don't know what he's gonna be doing. It could be anything. I'm at a point right now where like they're working on like so many things, and I kind of get blurred on like what's been canceled and what they're still working on, and what's like, because they just have so much shit in the works all the time.
Yeah.
That like I kind of like it gets like scrambled, and certain things get lost for me because I just be forgetting like what they're doing, because I just you forget because they're always doing like a million things at a time, and it's like, well, fuck. So I want to say maybe he'll do something like, I don't know, man. Because I really need to like, I want to know what his Star Wars is. You know what I mean? Like what to him, like what's his favorite? What does he like? Because like for somebody, it could be like, I like this in Star Wars. Like I like the original trilogy, so I want to do something maybe set in the original trilogy era, and I want to whatever.
Yeah.
But I kind of hope they move. I hope they move away from that. I kind of hope they start doing stuff in the High Republic era. That's what I want to see. Like I don't know what they're doing, but my opinion is, or my what I want to see is, I want to see them do stuff in the High Republic era, since that's like the next era that they're gonna be like working on.
Yeah.
Which they should be coming out with books and stuff in like August or something for the High Republic. We've talked about it on this podcast before. That I believe August is when they're gonna start pumping those out. So hopefully that along with those books and comics and stuff, they're gonna be working on movies and shows on that era as well. Like I want them to start building it up, because I mean, like when they described the threat of the galaxy at that time as space Vikings, like who doesn't want to see that? You know what I
mean? Yeah.
And they described the enemies or the threat as space Vikings, and then they described the Jedi as like Knights of the Round Table kind of deal. Like I want to see that, dude. Like show me that in a fucking movie or a TV show, man. Like that sounds awesome, dude. It's set 200 years before Phantom Menace, which man, give me that. I want to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
so I kind of hope they do that kind of stuff, something that's like set before. Because I mean, other than that, I don't know what else they could be working on. Like, there's rumors of like a Dr. Phasma, or not Dr. Phasma. Jesus, trust me, I was playing Battlefront yesterday.
Daniel has merged them into one being.
yeah, I merged Dr. Aphra and Phasma together. Okay, I'm sorry. I was playing Battlefront 2 yesterday, and Phasma came up a lot. So for pardon the mistake, there's rumors of a Dr. Aphra TV show or something with her involved.
Hey, she's only been in the comics and she's still done more than Phasma.
It's true. But yeah, it's rumored that like maybe Chloe Bennett they're like eyeing Chloe Bennett, or people want Chloe Bennett to be Dr. Aphra or whatever, which I think would be kind of cool, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like for the most part, I think that fan castings are kind of whack.
Yeah, they are.
If I'm being quite honest, I think they're pretty whack, but like I could see Chloe Bennett being Dr. Aphra, you know?
Yeah.
Like that there are certain fan castings that I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't totally hate this.
Yeah.
Like I could be on board with that, but I do think for the most part they're pretty lame. If I'm being honest.
You
But no,
heard it
yeah,
here first, but folks, Daniel hates your fan casting, and there's why.
I think your fan castings are whack. Well, no, you know why though? Like I'm gonna a little bit of a tangent
No, go
tangent
for
here.
it.
But like I think fan castings are kind of whack because most people tend to go after like, let's say you're gonna cast some like a you know, an animated character or like a comic book character or something, right? Most people are gonna cast somebody that looks like that. Like they're gonna grab like I don't know what's a strong example of like, here's just somebody that looks like this person, but like do you think they would actually be a good fit? Do you think they would be like you know like how do you know they even want to do that? Or like
Yeah.
how do you know like I don't know, like most people just tend to cast you know, like they have a character and they cast somebody like in real life that looks like that. Like, oh my god, look at my fan casting. Doesn't they look identical? And it's like, sure, but like that's not all there is, you know? Like, you know, you gotta take other things into consideration. So I think that's like the biggest you know, drawback to like people's fan casting and stuff is like, oh, they tend to just, you know, they do the very like, you know, this guy looks like this guy or this girl looks like her, so fucking cast her as this or whatever. And it's like, well, this person's not really that great of an actor or actress. Do you really want them to be this person or whatever? And I'm not calling anybody out or anything, but I'm just saying in general, you know, like,
no, I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, people just got to be a little bit more like, you know, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about fan casting.
Tune in next week for more of why Daniel hates your fan casting.
I hate your fan. No, I don't. I just,
it's a new bit.
I just think they're silly, you know. Like, no. But anyway, tangent over. I really don't know what Taika Waititi is going to be working on.
I have no fucking clue either.
the fact that he's working with shit, what's her name again? I don't want to get Christie from 1917 makes me think maybe, I don't know, maybe another like a war. I don't want to. I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I really do not know. Like what do you think?
Oh shit, I don't know. I have no clue. All I ever want's a horror movie. And I want a Star Wars horror movie, damn it. I want it. I'll never get it.
They definitely could do it. They had a Star Wars comic called The Screaming Citadel, which is like a horror thing. I don't know. Maybe if you're interested in that. Speaking of Dr. Aphra, she's in that.
I don't know if they'll ever do it because they love like the foundation of Star Wars is the kids, and kids aren't going to go see a horror movie, or if they are, they're going to get like a lot of backlash on it because there's like, it's Star Wars, man. You know, but I personally would love one. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point though, Star Wars is for everyone. Like, yeah, they've done so much. Like obviously, it's, you know, it's for 12-year-olds or whatever. Like George said, you know, always definitely, you know, I'm gonna go back to what Filoni said on the Mandalorian gallery thing. Filoni understands Star Wars so very, like, so well. Like, I go to him, like, if you're like, you know, trying to figure out like what, like, they should hire him as like a consultant for everything, dude. Like, just have him on every Star Wars project just as a fucking consultant, dude.
All the money.
I mean, he just understands Star Wars more than like anyone other than George. Like, it's fucking insane, dude. Like,
yeah,
he's the man, dude.
He's the heir to the Empire.
he is the chosen one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But when I said horror movie, I'm talking like rat goes in the lower city level of horror. I'm not talking like Friday the 13th or anything kind of horror like that.
no, I get you. Yeah, I get
just,
you. Yeah.
just for you all out there on the internet that's gonna be like, Josh wants a really gory horror movie in Star Wars. What the hell's up with that? No,
Yeah, no,
that's not what I want at all.
I don't think you want a murder like a murder porn or a
No,
gore.
Lord, no. Those aren't my kind of horror movies. My kind of horror movies are more like, Halloween. That's kind of like my style. Not that I don't like Friday the 13th or any of that other gory stuff, but I tend to like suspense and shit like that a bit more than actual
like
horror.
Psychological horror.
Yeah.
More.
And what could be more terrifying than somebody being infected with the rat ghoul plague and you not knowing it?
I always think some of the more the more scarier horror movies are some of the stuff that's a little bit more realistic because you're like, well, shit, that's, it's a little bit more realistic, man. Like, fuck that, dude. As opposed to like, having some of these more like, more out there type things that are like, a little bizarre and crazy. But yeah, I mean, so that's what you want to see primarily is like a Star Wars horror type movie type thing.
Yeah, I would love that, man.
Gotcha.
And I'm not even that big of a horror fan either. Just like I just want something completely different.
I mean, like, just think of the MCU, man. They're all superhero movies, but they all have kind of like their subgenres. You know what I mean? Like think of Winter Soldier. That's like a fucking political like thriller or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a spy movie or whatever. There's like shit. I don't know. Just think of a fucking Marvel movie, and it's like a superhero first, yes, but then it's like something else. Like it's not just like they could do that for Star Wars. Like make it a Star Wars movie first, and then like add, make it like another thing secondary, you know what I mean? Like a horror movie or like a fucking, whatever. Like that would be, it'd be pretty neat. So I'd be all for that as well, like a Star Wars horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, I want them to focus more on like the High Republic, since that's what they're going with for like now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the next era that they're gonna be focusing on, apparently. Other than the Mandalorian stuff and a few other things that are still set in the Skywalker saga type deal. If you're gonna move on to create a new era, the High Republic, I think, is if you've set that up already, then go for it, man. Full steam ahead. Just do it. Show me what you got with that era. Show me the Jedi Knights of the Round Table. Show me the Space Vikings. Like I want to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. The one and only other thing that I have here is that there is some casting rumors for the Borderlands movie. The Borderlands film adaptation, and that is that Cate Blanchett is in talks to play Lilith in the Borderlands film. Obviously nothing is confirmed yet. She's just in talks. But and we know the film is being directed by Eli Roth. And I think if they're able to get her, she's talent. So if anytime you're able to get a talented person on a project, that's you're doing good. I think she would actually be a pretty solid choice for Lilith. So I mean, if they can get it done, then fucking do it.
Yeah.
When are we gonna have the first great video game movie, Josh? Because fucking
we had it in '95 with Mortal Kombat.
Apparently, yeah. That's some people seem to think that, but where are we gonna get the real one? Like,
where's the next big one that's actually taken seriously? You mean
because I like Detective Pikachu. I think that one.
Detective Pikachu is good.
Movie.
Yeah.
I really like Detective Pikachu, and I thought that the Tomb Raider with Alicia Vikander was okay. I'm interested in seeing a sequel to that, which I think they are doing. But like, we need that one like video game movie where everybody like universally is like, that's a great movie, like not just a video game movie, but that's like a great movie,
Yeah.
So I wonder when that's gonna be. It may not be the Borderlands movie, but like I just like it just got me thinking, like in general, like when are we gonna get that one movie,
Yeah.
And then the other thing that made me wonder was about the Borderlands movie is like, are they gonna do this movie like cell shaded like it is in the games? Are they just gonna leave it live action? Like, what are they gonna do with it? So
I
like,
have no clue, man.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder. I'm curious about that, but
There
we'll
are
see.
so many video game movies
But
that are just garbage. I'm just looking at a big list of them right now.
yeah, there's a lot of stinkers, man. There really is.
Well, you need to quit letting Ubo get rights to things, because man, that guy sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
He stinks. You stink.
He does. Absolutely. But yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much it, man. Like, again, all I really got to say is if Kate Blanchett gets cast, it's a great choice. She's a fantastic actress, one of the best actresses in the business. So, it's a great get for them if they can get her on board for the project.
Yeah, boy.
Anything else you got to add on to that?
Nah.
Okie dokie then. Then I guess we can move on to our main topic.
Yeah, there's nothing else really. All right, guys, we're gonna talk Conan the Barbarian. Do you need a break?
I was gonna ask you that, but I mean, I don't need one now.
I'm good. If you're good, we can roll.
I'm good. All right, let's.
I don't know how long we're gonna spend on this, really, to be honest. Probably not a super long time. So we watched Conan. We're doing this new bit.
So before we get started into that, we're gonna be doing something here that's gonna be new going forward. Is we're gonna be going back and revisiting older movies. Kind of think of it as like a retro rewind or like a classic movie type deal. We're gonna go back and rewatch some of these older classic movies or that we like and enjoy, and just I think it's nice every once in a while to watch a movie and talk about it and bring it up and explain some of the things we like about it and the significance of things and just geek out, pretty much just geek out about a cool classic movie that we like. So we're gonna be doing this going forward. I don't know how often we're gonna be doing this, but we're gonna be doing it quite a bit. Quite a bit going forward. It's something new that we're going to be doing for sure. So, if there's any movies that you guys recommend or you would like for it to see us do, I have a lot, and I have quite a few in mind already that we can do.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't have any ideas for that, and I'm sure Josh has some as well. But we're always we're always taking suggestions in terms of what we can make future episodes or the main topic of future episodes. So if there's something that you would like for us to talk about, then this is just in general. Like, I'm not even talking about just like movies or anything. Like, if there's a specific topic you guys would like for us to talk about, let us know.
Yeah,
let us know, because we're always listening, and we're always willing to take things into consideration. So hit us up on Twitter or join my Discord server. And there's a channel for the Clockwork Cantina in there where you can post your where you can talk about the podcast. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say real quick. That we're gonna be doing some retro rewind type things with certain movies here every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, let's get into it, man. Conan the Barbarian, 1982, with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The movie that made the man. Really. Kind of made him the household name.
So this is like I said, a 1982 film. It has a runtime of 129 minutes. It had a budget of $20 million.
That's kind of a lot for the 80s.
Opening weekend made $9,603,138. May 16th, 1982. It grossed over $39,565,475 with a cumulative worldwide gross of $68,851,475. Again, release date May 14th, 1982. This is, like Josh said, the movie that put Arnold on the map to make Arnold one of the biggest movie stars in Hollywood. A little bit of behind the scene facts is that James Earl Jones provided Arnold some pointers on how to deliver his lines. There's a lot of cool, interesting quotes in this movie. Despite we'll get into it here about how I feel about like some of the things. It's of course a rated R movie. Which
there's nudity and blood
and fucking and all that stuff. But
yeah. That's orgy scene.
but yeah, let's just get into it, man. It was directed by John Milius, written by Robert E. Howard, and and whatnot. It has a cast of Arnold Schwarzenegger, James Earl Jones, Max von Sydow, Jerry Lopez, Ben Davidson, Cassandra Gava, Mako, the great Mako, R.I.P. Sir. But anyway, yeah, let's just get into it, man. So we watched Conan.
When do you remember? Do you remember the last time you watched this?
I do not.
This, I don't either. It's been a hot minute.
It's been so long that I've seen this movie prior to last night that I could not tell you the last time I watched it before yesterday.
Same. So
honestly, this is just one of the reasons why I wanted to do this retro rewind thing, because there are certain movies that like I know I've seen, but I haven't seen them in so long that I really need it's just cool to rewatch them again, And this is one of them, Conan the Barbarian, man. Like I'm glad we rewatched it, because it is it's an awesome movie, man. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah. The first thing I want to talk about is just the music, because it opens with the bomb ass. I played some of it. If you were watching the stream before we went live, sorry YouTube. I had the soundtrack going for the movie. Oh my god! If I could use it in D&D, Conan is the music I would use. It's so fucking good.
Conan the Barbarian has fantastic. Since we're on I was gonna save the music for later, but since we're on the topic of music, yes, the music is fan-fucking-tastic. Battle of the Mounds is incredible. Okay, so here's what happened. After watching the movie, I was like, yo, I need to add some of this to my soundtrack playlist on Spotify. They don't have fucking the Conan music on Spotify. I was like, what? I looked it up and I didn't see it. I couldn't find it. I don't think it's on there.
No.
Unless it's hidden somehow. I could not find it. So I'm very disappointed that they don't have the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack on Spotify, because I wanted to add it to my soundtrack movie and games and TV show playlist. And I couldn't get it. I couldn't find it. I don't think it's on there, man. So that was I was like, what? But I love the music. Yeah, like I said, Battle of the Mounds is fantastic.
The biggest reason I brought up the music first is just because that's how the movie opens, right? It opens with Mako giving this opening statement, and then it's the days of high adventure, and then the music kicks in, and it's like, yes, it grabs you from that first moment that you watch the movie.
The Anvil of Crom, right? It's so good. No, the intro is fantastic, dude. I think the intro, it's like one of my favorite things about this movie is just like how often there's no dialogue in it. It's just like no talking. It's just like visuals and sound design and all that stuff. Like I really like the lack of like dialogue and stuff in this movie. Like I think it really works for this kind of movie.
Yeah. There's something funny about that later on that I realized as I watched this movie. We can get to it later.
Okay. Yeah, and I really like Mako as Akiro the Wizard.
Yeah.
The narration, and then later on we could see him in the movie as well.
The characters are great. I love Conan. I love Sabatai. I think Subutai. Yeah, I really like. Valeria is pretty cool.
Valeria,
Fucking young James Earl Jones, man. It's so weird to me to see him young, because I'm used to seeing him older in movies. Because I kind of grew. Before I saw Conan, I've seen James Earl Jones after he was like an old man in movies. So got to go back and watch like Conan and see him like fairly young.
This is James Earl Jones while he was working on Star Wars, dude. like 82. This is between Empire or this is actually, yeah, this is like as in between Empire and Return of the Jedi. James Earl Jones. It's pretty cool seeing him like like in person instead of like just hearing his voice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's Thulsa Doom. Thulsa Doom is a pretty great pretty good character, I think.
Yeah, but one thing I don't well, yeah, I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Well, no, because all the things I was gonna say is story stuff, and we're not really talking story yet. We're talking.
Okay, so let me tell you, dude, the little kid they got as young Conan, I think is a pretty spot on for Arnold later on.
Yeah.
I think he did a good job with casting little Arnold for little Conan for Arnold. Yeah, I it's pretty great. What else? Let's see. What else can we talk about without getting into the story stuff? What are some non-spoiler things we can get into before we hop into the story of things? I already mentioned that how I like the minimal dialogue and that kind of stuff. I think it really works for this kind of movie.
We can talk about how all these guys kind of had to do their own stunts because they're so fucking huge.
Oh right,
yeah, like seriously.
They are pretty big, yeah.
I know Schwarzenegger did most of his own stunts. Because I mean, my God, look at the man. He's huge in this movie. He's jacked.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, yeah, 1982. Dude, this is like, yeah, at the height of Arnold.
What do you just think of the Conan world in general? Like,
I think it's pretty cool, like the whole like the Crom thing, and
because they mix so many different like cultures. You know, like there's some Mongol in there. There's some Viking in there. There's like probably some Roman and shit in there too. Like,
I think it's pretty cool, dude. I think it's pretty interesting. I need to get myself a little bit more familiar with it.
Yeah.
Like educate myself a little bit more about it.
I do too, because they kind of throw a lot in there.
This makes me really want to play Conan Exiles again.
Well, we need to. Yeah, I'm gonna download it at some point.
I need to re-download the game. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's really really cool, man. I do think the world and everything that they have set up here is really really interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of cool looking armor.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
Really like I like Conan's sword, that like the fucking the one that he finds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really.
I have the one his dad makes as a wall hanger over there on the wall. I have it. a replica.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool looking sword.
Yeah.
But yeah. I like the world. I just need to familiarize myself and learn about it more.
Yeah.
Because I just it's not one that I'm like super familiar with, so I need to. Like I like Conan.
I'm not either.
I like Conan the movies, but I don't know anything about the books or anything like that.
No, I don't know shit about the books. I love the movies.
Yeah, I need to get more familiar with the lore and whatnot. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about like the world and all that stuff.
I really like the armor and the weapons and how it's kind of like a mix of all these
different cultures and stuff.
Yeah, cultures and ancestries and such as that. It's
yeah, for sure.
Because they take Conan after, and you really get to see it in the early pit fights, because he's fighting with all the different weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
As well as after that, and yeah, there's not a lot of dialogue in this movie either.
There isn't, and I think it works pretty well for this movie. I think they did. I think it worked. I liked it a lot how they did it in here.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you want to just get into the
let's do
spoilers, the story?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna be talking about the story and everything. So we assume that if you're watching this, you've seen the first Conan the Barbarian movie, again from 1982, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. Otherwise, what are you doing? Go watch it.
Yeah, go watch it.
We're gonna talk. So if you're here, you don't you've seen it or you don't mind. So here we go. So the beginning of the movie, fucked up. You get to see little Conan watching his people die, and then his mom just gets decapitated in front of him. And it's some pretty fucked up stuff, man. There's that whole entire scene. Again, no dialogue, nothing, just sounds and looks, and it is a really it's a pretty crazy scene, man. Like it's pretty powerful stuff. Seeing just little kid Conan fucking watch everything around him just fall and die. And
I really like how they start off the scene with all of them are running through the forest and the music's playing.
Oh yeah.
And like it cuts back and forth, and then eventually they reach the village, and it just turns into a slaughter.
They did a fantastic job with the intro of this movie. I thought it was fantastic, man. Like really, really good. Again, there are some things that I don't remember from this movie because I just hadn't seen them in so long, you know. But like that intro is one of the things that you just don't forget because it's just so good, man.
Yeah, so good. And you meet Thulsa Doom and those other guys for the first time, and they
got these like crazy looking helmets and stuff.
Yeah, the crazy helmets. The thing that really makes Thulsa Doom stand out, other than the crazy helmets and the badass standard in the head, it's just kind of the way he hypnotizes Conan's mom, almost.
Oh,
right.
Like
she's trying to defend young Conan, so she has a sword up, and he just looks at her, and she kind of drops her hands, and then he turns and decapitates her, and it's like. Immediately, Thulsa Doom is almost otherworldly in that moment because he's done something to her to make her kind of lose herself for a minute.
Yeah,
and then kills her
for a second to drop her. What's the phrase I'm looking for? To lower her her guard, right? To drop her guard, and he just fucking one swift stroke, whoopah, dead.
It's so it immediately makes Thulsa Doom who the fuck is this dude? What right? Is so interesting about him that makes him have this magical effect on this person, and then whack, and you see the head fall. And the thing that sticks with me most in that moment is young Conan just holding her hand as her body falls. He just holds her hand almost the whole way.
Yeah, it's fucked up stuff.
And then he ends up just turning and looking at his empty hand. It's some great acting for a kid. I mean, it's really good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they did a pretty good job for the little Conan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty strong stuff in that scene. And then of course, we get to see Conan from there, being taken as a slave. And they have him, like Josh mentioned earlier, with all the fighting in the pits, fighting and all that stuff.
Yeah, they tie him to the wheel of pain or whatever the fuck it's called. Fucking Mickey push that. Yeah. Then magically he turns into Arnold. He gets really buff.
Yeah, he turns into Arnold, and you can see his long hair, and it is down to his shoulders. And,
Lord.
And it is looking fantastic.
He gets super buff.
And then also one of the best lines in the entire movie. What is best in life?
Got it. What is best in life? I really like the pit fighting scene just because it's it shows off a lot of fighting, but it also shows off just all the fucking different weapons and armor that all these people have to fight with. It's really cool. So I really dig that part. Because Conan ends up becoming a gladiator for a good little chunk of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then he becomes such a dangerous person that they take him and get him trained at the swordsman place by these Mongol looking dudes. They just throw everything at him. They throw women at him. It's
right.
Yeah.
That one girl's kind of scared at first. She's like, "What the fuck is this guy gonna do to me or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
And man, he'd be fucking a lot of people in this movie.
Yeah. No, Conan is a man whore.
Yeah, man. Quite the barbarian.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just that what is best in life thing is pretty dope. To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of the women.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. That whole scene was pretty great. And then again, I don't know, if there's a point where he reaches this place And then this, lady's like, "Oh, you want to warm yourself to my fire?"
Oh my god, the fucking witch.
Before that, though, I don't know if there's anything you want to talk about before that, story-wise. Because that was kind of like the next thing I was going to go to.
No, I don't think so. The fucking witch. I mean, other than he gets set free because he becomes such a dangerous warrior. And that's kind of why he's wandering around.
Yeah.
Which I think is always an important part of the movie because it just shows how... I'm always kind of curious, too, on why the dude lets him go. He's like, just get out of here. You're free. Freedom. And then that's kind of how Conan becomes free and wanders the world. And then, yeah, he meets the fucking witch.
Like it's cold out here or whatever. Don't you want to warm yourself to my fire? She goes like, "Do you not wish to warm yourself to my fire or whatever?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's creepy.
And then she's like looking at him like, like she wants some barbarian in her life.
Yeah.
And then like they talk for a little bit inside, and she's like, this information is gonna cost you or whatever.
Yeah, because she's like can tell prophecies or whatever. Or
yeah. And then like the next thing you know, of course they're fucking.
Yeah, of course.
Because of course.
Because it's Arnold.
Because it's Arnold, and the witch was I don't know, she's just
Man, after I saw her throw like that powder in the fire and making it flare up, I don't know if I would pay the price. But that fucking...
Like, motherfucker, I ain't paying that price.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, she's like, there is a price, and like pretty much she's like, the price is you gotta fuck me. But yeah, it was
Then she goes like full fucking like.
Then shit gets like out of hand and crazy.
She goes like full monster, dude. Like it's creepy.
Yeah, I mean, like she does. Then Arnold's face is like, the fuck? What am I? Like,
no.
Like I put my dick in that. Like,
he fucking throws her in the fire too. That's like the part that gets.
Yeah, like right into the fire.
Yeah, no, like it's like, hey, how convenient. There was a large body-sized fire right
fuck
there.
Fuck you, asshole. Yeah.
Throws her into the fire.
Yeah. It's it's fucking great.
Yeah.
That whole scene is just something else, man.
Then he like wanders outside and there's like, I can't remember exactly if he's like right there outside the hut, but like Subutai is like there.
Subutai, he's like, who are you? Who are you?
Yeah, no, like look, man, I just killed this fucking witch. I have no idea who the fuck you are.
Yeah, he literally goes, who are you? It's fucking hilarious.
He's like, food.
He's because Subutai's wanting food or whatever.
Yeah, Subutai wanting food. He's like, give me enough food so I'm not food when the fucking wolves come or something like that. And it's like, I need to eat or something. And then like Subutai's like, or Conan's like, who says you will eat today or something like that. They have a great little dialogue back and forth. The next thing you know, they're bros. Which they're
homies. Yeah.
No, this movie makes me think of D&D so much just because he randomly meets him, and the next thing you know, they're hanging out.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of like cool like D&D shit in this movie.
Yeah, it happens again later too.
I always find it funny how like now that I played D&D. And that I haven't played it for a few years, how I could watch something and be like, yo, there's like some D&D elements to this, man. Like I could totally see this happening in a D&D game or something, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like they go into like the village or whatever, the town. And then they like walk past like a group of like like women or whatever, and Arnold's like, they are all sluts or whatever.
Yeah,
that's gonna be dying, dude. He's like, oh my god,
because they're chewing on like they get like this mushroom stuff or some sort of drug from this dude, like right before that scene, and they're like chewing on it, and I think it makes them fucking high, which is why Arnold ends up punching that fucking camel.
Dude, I totally forgot about that. He fucking straight up. I was like, "What the fuck?" He punched the camel in the face. Dude, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah,
that shit has me dying, dude. I was like, "Why did he punch a fucking camel for, dude?"
I think Subutai actually even says, "Chew it slowly. It's the good stuff," or something like that.
Oh my god, dude! He fucking straight up just gave that camel a punch to the face. Dude.
I don't know if I ever realized that they're high during that scene because.
it'd been so long since I'd seen it. I couldn't even.
I always just assumed they'd been drinking and were drunk. But then since I've watched it this morning, so it's very fresh in my mind. Right before that scene happens, he asks if he has like this thing, or he tries to sell them this mushroom thing or something like that.
Yeah.
And Sabotag's like, "Is it the good stuff?" And he's like, "Yeah, I wouldn't sell you the bad stuff." That's me saying it. In the movie, it says the dialogue's way different, but we're getting the point across. So yeah, they're high on mushrooms. I'm pretty sure for that scene. I never realized it previously when I watched it that they were. I just assumed they were drunk instead.
Yeah, that whole scene was fucking hilarious. Like, I was laughing my ass off when he punched that camel. I was like, that's fucked up, dude. Like, what the fuck? Oh man.
The city of Zamora. That's right. Because they're looking for Thulsa Doom.
Yeah.
At this point in the movie, and like some of the snaky stuff.
Yeah, eventually they reach the room that has the big ass snake in it.
Yeah. They meet Valeria. This is another D&D moment. They go to do the quest, and they meet their friend Valeria, for the first time.
Which, by the way, Valeria is pretty great.
Yes. So what strikes me about this, especially, I noticed it with Valeria. I didn't really notice it with Subutai. It's just that this is the moment where it goes full D&D. They team up immediately with very little dialogue exchanged and accomplish the mission. They do the quest. And I'm like, it's the most D&D thing ever because it's like your friend saw you guys were playing a thing. You're at this moment in this quest, and we need to figure out a cool way to get them to join the party. Hey, I'm already there. I'm gonna rob the place too.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
that's like one of the easiest ways to tie it in. Yeah, for sure.
No, it straight up felt D&D right there. It's funny.
Absolutely.
It's funny.
Absolutely.
So yeah, they go in the Tower of Serpents and start stealing shit because they're thieves now. Randomly, that was another thing that I found kind of funny is Sabotage. I think when Conan trips, this is right before he punches the camel. Sabotage, or it could have been right after. He says, "You're too big to be a thief," and I'm like, "At what point? Like, at what point did you guys?"
He says that after. I was gonna bring that up. He says that after, I think.
Yeah.
He's like, "What the fuck? You're too big to be a thief, man. Like, what are you doing?"
It was at this point I was like, at what point did you guys decide to be thieves? Because they never mentioned it anywhere else before that moment. It's right there. Or at least I didn't notice it.
We're gonna be thieves, man.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, all of a sudden they're thieves. Okay. Oh. So yeah, they meet Valeria at the Tower of Serpents, which they all have to climb. They go inside. They're sneaking around. There's like naked ladies, I think, in the tower, or at least one, because they take her clothes off, because she's gonna be a sacrifice for this giant snake.
There's a lot of titty in this movie.
There's a ton of titty, and there's some booty in here too.
There's a lot of naked ladies in this for sure.
Conan ends up fighting a giant ass snake, which for the 80s looks pretty goddamn good, to be honest.
Dude, when he decapitated the snake, and you get to see the slash mark and all that stuff in there, I was like, that looks pretty good, man.
It looks good. It looks good for 80s movie. The effects were top notch.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, dude. Indiana Jones should hit up Conan, dude. Fuck up all the snakes, man. Shit.
Fucking giant snake fight.
Yeah, fantastic.
Anyways, they steal some jewelry. They escape. They start getting spending all their loot and getting drunk. And then for Conan and Valeria say almost nothing to each other throughout this entire movie, and yet they have a romance.
They do. The moment when Valeria told I almost said Arnold. The moment Valeria told Conan, she's like, "You and I have warmth. It's so hard to find this in this world." I was like, "Oh man, that's so sweet, dude." Like, it is hard to find fucking
no
thing, I'm like, damn, these two are they're great, and they're like barely say anything to each other, but they have such a bond,
I should clarify. Valeria talks to him quite a bit. He almost never says anything to her.
Yeah,
which I noticed.
She has a lot of cool she has a lot of really You want
to live forever?
Yeah.
Kind of. She has some good dialogue.
she does. She really does.
Yeah. It was just funny something I noticed. Like they have this great romance in this movie. He says almost nothing to her. It's all like kind of shown and on her part for the most part.
Yeah, she definitely does the majority of the lifting on that regard for sure. And I mean, again, just James Earl Jones as Thulsa Doom is pretty great. The fighting I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. It was pretty neat. It was interesting to see. I like how, just they don't do like movies do nowadays. It was like they kind of like, I don't know. I feel like nowadays they kind of just like they don't. I feel like they try to like limit us to what they show. This movie's just like fuck this guy, fuck that guy.
They're swinging. It feels fucking heavy, right?
Yeah, it does.
It feels fucking heavy. It feels like they're actually hitting flesh and bone almost in certain parts. Some parts it's not that great, but that's because it's the '80s and you got to be careful. But
I thought it still looked pretty good.
No, it still looks great.
Granted, of course you have to take into consideration the time or whatever, but like I thought it was still pretty
No, there's this one scene that stands out to me toward the end where Valeria stabs a guy and I'm like, what? That makes no sense. Like there's a real weird stab that happens at one point at the end of the movie.
Yeah, the one that I have in mind is when they're all like have like the paint, the face paint, all that stuff on. And they're all like fighting all those dudes in that in that building, in that room or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, they're just like swinging at motherfuckers and like cutting them up and fucking them up and everything. It's pretty great.
No, it just feels weighty and feels like it just feels heavy. Good chunky.
That's a good way to describe it for sure.
Good chunky swings. I love it. Nowadays they don't really focus. I don't feel like they really do that or show that as much. It's just everything. Every hit feels light and super clean, in which I don't think it would ever be in an actual fight, I guess is the word.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it for sure.
This one feels more dirty, which I like.
Yeah. There's like blood and shit everywhere too. It's like fuck that, man.
Oh my god. The fucking nasty soup shit. The green stuff? Do you remember that? Where they have that big nasty green like pot of stew with body parts in it.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I'm just like, no.
And this girl comes up and gets a plate, and then I was watching her because I never really paid. I always try to pay attention to the other characters I might not be paying attention to in the scene. She takes a hand out of the bowl and sucks on its finger. I noticed as she walks away. I'm like, ew! I don't remember that. That's so gross. It's so nasty. Oh.
That's disgusting. Yeah.
No, it was gross. Love it.
To be honest, I don't think I noticed that this time around because I was like, I don't know, I was just looking at like everything, but or trying to, but I guess I missed that.
No, go back and watch that scene. You will see her take the hand out of a bowl. It's green.
I'm not surprised though. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It's so funny. Just because like I don't know why I do this. If it's a movie I've seen a lot, I'll always try to look at other characters other than the main focus.
I do that too. No, I get you. I do that too. Like. Because mostly you're watching like the main characters or whatever every time you watch it, but I do like to watch like every time I watch a movie again, I do like to look at the side or off on the things that are not unfocused. Yeah, you will notice more details that you didn't initially.
Which guys, we're not going super into story stuff. Like we're just covering it and then being like, I like this, and this. But yeah,
pretty much.
Conan on the Tree of Woe is kind of fucked. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. No, go ahead and continue what you're talking about. I like the minimal dialogue and just the fighting and all that stuff during that scene.
Yeah, it's great. So things happen and Conan eventually gets captured and he gets thrown up on the Tree of Woe.
They're gonna like fucking
like crucify him is what it's called.
Yeah, that's the word. I was gonna say they crucify his ass.
Yeah, and like there's birds, this fucking big ass buzzards like pecking at him. He fucking chomps it. Yeah.
Like, ow.
It's gross. I like the part where when it comes to the Tree of Woe, you see Subutai, I keep saying his name wrong, I'm sure. Yeah, comes running over the hills and Conan just starts laughing because you think he's crazy at this point. And then he like passes out and here he comes running up the hill and the music swells. I love that moment because it's like, yes, he's real. He's not fake. He's coming to save you. He's your buddy. He's coming to save you. Yeah, I love their friendship in this movie. Even though there's not like super tons of dialogue, he doesn't need it. They don't need to talk to each other that much, but you can tell they're friends.
Yeah, speaking of the dialogue, there's a moment later that I'll bring up when something happens.
I know exactly the moment you're talking about because it stuck with me too. Yeah, I know exactly the one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one when we get there.
But yeah, and then that's right. We meet Mako the wizard.
Mako the wizard, which portrayed by
Akira. That's his name.
The great Mako Iwamatsu. R.I.P. He was the the voice actor for like he was obviously Samurai Jack. Yeah, Iroh as well. Samurai Jack. He's been in a ton of stuff, man.
He's in MASH. The dude had a career. He had a fucking career.
And he's got a hell of a voice, man, which obviously you see in this in this movie as well. And we get to see him in person too, which is pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. So, he's got some funny moments.
Yeah, he's pretty great. Why do you need those flowers for or whatever? It's for the girl, Yeah, pretty good stuff. I like Mako the wizard.
Yeah, he's great. He's like crazy too. Well, that's another thing I like about this this movie, is those that kind of mess with magic and stuff have their screws a little loose. They're not all the way sane. Did you notice that? Like, Balsa Doom is obviously not sane at all. The fucking witch is a fucking monster. And then the Wizard of the Mounds is kind of he's sane, but he's also a little unhinged at points where it's like, yeah. So I really like that the magic seems to have like this weird effect on people. Maybe it affects people in Conan's world a little bit differently and makes them seem a little bit more outrageous or psychopathic or crazy. It's cool. I like it. You want to talk about
the next thing that I have is the unfortunate thing that happens.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so they're escaping.
Mm-hmm. They've saved this princess.
Yeah, they're all on horseback. They're running away. Thulsa Doom, like, I don't know, he like sees them like running away or whatever, and he pulls out this like arrow, which I forget what it's called, or I forget what he says, but he has like an arrow, and it looks a little like, I think it's like a striped arrow.
It's like a snake. He like straightens it into an arrow.
Yeah. So
it's fucking weird.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah. Cause like I thought that it looks striped, but yeah, okay, you're right. It's like a snake arrow that he like straightens, and he pulls it out. And he says something, and he like sees them running away, and I think they're out of like it's not a cave. It's like a, I don't know. There's like an open area where like you can see like the road, and they're on horseback running away. And he like pulls it out, the arrow, shoots it. He says something, and he hits Valeria on the side. And there's, even though she's been hit, I think Conan with the horse runs up to her, grabs her, whatever, and they're like they're they keep going because she's been hit or whatever. They stop a little bit ahead into some trees, and she's hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, I was watching this movie. I was watching it, and I was like, look how far he pulls it in terms of the movie. Look how far he pulls it out of her body. He pulls it out like soup. It's like he pulls out like almost half that snake that's like embedded in her body.
Yeah, it got her pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't realize it went that deep.
Yeah, but she's like, I'm so cold. Keep me warm.
Which
and
is
I was like,
sad.
Oh no,
it's sad because she's like, because they give each other warmth, right? Like, she's like, it's so sad.
You're like, give me your last breath or whatever, and they kiss, and like,
so cool.
And she dies, unfortunately.
It's so sad.
It's super sad because like you're on board with the with their whole romance.
Yeah, even though they've barely spoken, I'm in on this romance. Or Conan has barely spoken to her. I'm in on the romance.
And then like she dies, and you're like, bruh. Like I know she was gonna die anyway, but it still sucks, you know. It's
Yeah,
like,
because she has the wizard heal Conan earlier, and she's like, "I'll pay any price,
yeah,
or
man,
any toll." She pays the toll.
it's a bummer, man. She ends up dying. Keep me warm. I'm so cold, and then she
Yeah,
just passes. It's like, damn, dude,
rough.
that sucks, man. And then like, yeah, I mean, Conan, you know, he doesn't feel any sort of emotion, you know, or sadness.
He doesn't really show it.
Yeah, he doesn't really like just put it on display for other people to see.
Yeah.
And you know, although I will say that the moment when he's like, granted me this request, if not, then the hell with you, you know, when he's like, you know, like talking to Crom or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that, you know, he's kind of like, you know, like, you motherfucker, you better, I'm gonna go kill this fucking guy, and you better fucking grant me this request, because I'm kill my girl. I'm gonna fuck this guy up.
Yep.
But and then of course the moment that I was talking about earlier with Subotai.
Yep.
He's like, the answer was like, why are you crying? He's like, I cry for him because he doesn't do it, you know, or whatever.
The dialogue, the line is
exactly, yeah.
The line is, he is Conan, a Cimmerian. He won't cry, so I cry for him.
There it is.
And it's like, oh, I love that line. I'm like, right? He's such a bro. Conan can't show emotion. He refuses to show emotion. So Subotai is gonna show it for him. It's gonna mourn for him being able to.
What a bro, man.
I instantly loved that character even more because I had forgotten about. I don't even know if I remember that line of dialogue from when I previously watched it. But oh my god, that line is so good. He is Conan, a Cimmerian. He won't cry, so I cry for him. It's so... like, the ultimate bro.
And he's just tearing up, dude, like, talking to that guy, man.
Yeah, he's straight up crying.
Yeah, it's pretty damn great.
That line of dialogue, now that I know it, will stick with me forever. Like, I will never forget that.
It's pretty great, man.
It's such a good line.
Yeah, that's an ultimate bro move right there, man.
And then yeah.
Good guy, Subotai.
Yeah, no, dude, and I what a bro. That's all I can say.
Really, what a bro, man.
We'd all kill for a bro like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then of course, grant me this request. If not, then the hell with you.
On the Battle of the Mounds.
Battle of the Mounds. Yes.
We said Conan setting up all these booby traps and things like that.
Which I love that piece of music, the Battle of the Mounds.
Oh, it's so good. And Subotai and Conan and even Akira the Wizard fucking fight off the fucking bad guys. Thulsa Doom's lackeys, the snake cult or whatever they're called. I don't remember what they're actually called in the movie. And a pretty long, lengthy battle sequence, which has some comedic moments as well. But I always think of how Mako ends up looking like a turtle at one point. He fucking falls on his back in the armor. He's trying to get up, so he's rocking back and forth. It's so funny. I'm like, what a weird thing to put in here in the middle of this fight. This comedic moment.
Hey man, you gotta find some comedic.
No, it's good. It's good. It didn't take me out of the movie. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah. It's pretty great. I do like it a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, they fight off and kill all those dudes. Thulsa Doom tries to shoot the princess, but Subotai, once again being the bro, runs up there and blocks it with his shield. I was like, he gets so many, even though he's like the sidekick, he gets so many cool moments in this movie. Like blocking the shield.
Subotai's a cool dude, man.
Yeah. Like, I know the movie is Conan the Barbarian, but like, I feel like they're almost equal. They really are almost equal in this movie.
Conan and Subotai.
Yeah, I mean, really. Conan asks Crom, the god of his people, to grant him revenge, and he does.
Yeah.
And there's a moment during the Battle of the Mounds where you see Valeria show up in like full-on Valkyrie gear.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm glad you brought that up because she does. Yeah. Just kind of tease her there for a minute.
For like a split second, she's like, "Do you want to live forever?" or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Which is a pretty great moment for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then where do we go from there?
We're nearly at the end of the movie because they go back to the temple, right?
Oh right, yeah. I mean, so Conan walks up to Thulsa Doom. He's like, going off on a speech or whatever, talking about something.
They have some great dialogue here because Thulsa Doom's like, "Who would you be without me? I'm your father."
My
at this
son.
point.
Yeah, he's like, my son. You have returned, or you've come back, or whatever the hell he says.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, what would you be without me?
Uh-huh.
And he fucking straight up
he fucking chops his head off.
Sword, and he fucking gives him a fucking piece on the neck right here. And then Tulsa comes like, oh, what the? And he just fucking finishes him off, chops the fucking head off.
Chops him down. Like, straight up chops a motherfucker down. Yeah. Like in most movies nowadays, it'd be done in one clean chop, right? Fucking Conan's just chopping like a motherfucker on it. a couple times.
Yeah, because I mean, the first one he kind of like, but he doesn't cut it off completely. Because Thulsa's like, oh, he's grabbing onto his neck or whatever, and he fucking chops his fucking head off, and then you just see him grabbing the head or whatever.
Tosses it down the steps.
Tosses it down the steps, yeah, and as everybody's watching in horror or whatever.
And then that's kind of how the movie ends. It ends with Conan getting his vengeance.
Yeah, man.
And you get a little wrap up from the wizard where he's talking about some things. Yeah.
He's talking about. He's talking about the story, dude. How badass does King Conan look?
He looks dope, and it makes me want that movie.
So cool, dude. I want to see that movie too. How fucking badass does he look there, man?
He looks so cool.
He looks so fucking cool, dude. Like that's like a kingly D&D fucking lord or somewhere, dude.
He would make himself king by his own hand.
Yeah, mate. And then Mako's talking about the story and everything, or he's telling the story about about Conan or whatever. And you see Conan on the chair with his crown and the fucking beard and the sword. He looks fucking legit, dude.
Yep.
I was like, man, I want to see that movie, dude.
And we never do.
which by the way, there was rumored for a long time that they were actually gonna do that.
They tried so hard to make that happen.
So yeah, I don't know where, like, I don't know whatever happened to that.
I feel like you could still make that movie today if Arnie was on board.
Hell yeah, dude. They gotta do it, man. They gotta do it, man. It's so fucking.
I'm surprised they haven't done like a Conan television series.
They gotta do it, man. They gotta do Conan. They gotta do King Conan. It's too good. Too good not to do.
Conan the King.
Especially after rewatching and seeing that at the end credits. Fucking, I gotta look up that image again because he looks fucking badass, dude.
King Conan sits on his throne.
There it is. Look at that. That looks fucking legit, dude. I'll post it in the chat here. He looks bad fucking ass, dude. Look at that guy, man. Look at that fucking guy. He will fuck your girl and conquer your ass.
Yeah. Hear your lamentations.
Yeah,
he looks dope, man. He looks dope.
What is best in life, man? What is best in life?
I don't know, but he looks like he's got this big ass mace. He's replaced the sword or some shit. It's like a big mace or polearm looking deal or something.
Yeah.
Fucking chop you down, son.
Are you using the 3-person thing?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. I went to the wrong screen. There we go. That's the right screen.
I was like, Katie in here today. Last week.
That was the wrong screen. Apologies.
Anyway, we're good. It's all good. We just wanted to show you guys that image there of how badass Arnold looks as King Conan.
That shows you how close pay attention. I was only looking at the picture of Conan. King Conan.
He looks really, really cool, man.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see a King Conan movie now. Come on, if somebody who has the ability to change this, somehow the things we talk about had to end up happening in the universe. So thank you for all of you who are responsible for that. But make this happen.
Yeah,
okay?
This is next on our list. Okay.
Yeah, this is the next one you got to do. You got to make it happen. Okay. Please. And make it good. Bring back Arnold. Do all the badass stuff. It's gonna be great. But I mean, yeah, that's I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much it, I guess. Because, like, I mean, yeah, I mean, we talked about the music already.
Music's great. I love the fucking music.
It
If I
is
could use it in D&D, it totally would.
yeah, it is a fantastic movie.
But yeah, this became a cult film. It wasn't even like a massive success when it came out, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
But to me, it will be in my heart. And get you a bro like Sabutai.
Hell yeah, dude.
Thief and Archer.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely, dude.
So, did you like the movie?
I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah, I did. Absolutely.
Me too, man.
Not a doubt, dude. This movie is legit, man.
Conan is one of those things that influences things I do even to this day when it comes to being creative. Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so it's like a 2-hour, 9-minute movie, rated R. Of course, I talked about that at the beginning of before we started talking about it. Action adventure fantasy movie, 1982, Conan the Barbarian. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the first movie that put him into becoming movie star in Hollywood. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's really, really good. At some point, maybe we'll do Conan the Destroyer.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe at some point. We're not gonna do it next though, because there's we got other stuff lined up. But of course, hit us up with your suggestions and whatnot. As I mentioned, Twitter or Discord works. But yeah, man, I'm really glad that we went back and rewatched this, because what a bunch of great, like, for a movie that has very little dialogue in it, there are some pretty great quotes in this.
Yeah, what are some of your favorites? Do you have a list?
I mean, we kind of talked about them already, like the "What is best in life" one, and like the whole like you and I have warmth. It's so hard to find in this world. And then the Subutai one at the end.
Oh god, the Subutai one that's like my favorite out of the whole thing.
Yeah, like I said, for a movie that doesn't have a whole lot of dialogue, there's some pretty good dialogue.
It's got some good lines. Yeah, well, the "What is best in life," so we quote that to this day, all the time. Man. What is best in life?
That's the one that we joke about all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we talk about that all the time. And then now Josh is gonna bring up the Subutai crying.
Yeah, no, dude, he cannot cry, so I cry for him. Yeah, I'll do.
Let your enemies see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of the women.
That line might come up in D&D at some point, so don't be surprised.
The Subutai one?
Yeah, because it's so good. I'm stealing it.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I would be surprised if it wasn't, But yeah, we've been talking about Subutai. Shout out to Jerry Lopez, man.
No, dude, he's great. I love Subutai.
Yeah, man.
Valeria's good too.
He won't cry, so I cry for him. What a bro.
That's such a good line. I need to get a voice. I need to make that a voice coming in somewhere.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, you can just
I bought Conan. Like I straight up bought it. Like I have it now, the digital version.
Do you?
Yeah. I didn't rent it. I straight up bought that bitch.
I own both. I have both Barbarian and Destroyer as well. Yeah.
Nice.
In my library of digital movies.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Movies Anywhere and Vudu. By the way. Best places to get your digital movies. That's what I use anyway.
Yeah. You got anything else you want to say, man?
That's gonna be pretty much it, man. Oh yeah, let's talk about the one last thing I wanted to talk about is the poster and how badass that looks.
Oh yes, how could we forget?
Thief, warrior, gladiator, king, and it's him with the helmet, obviously shirtless. He's got the sword up in the air. You got Valeria down there with the sword down. Such a cool fucking poster, man.
I'm trying
definitely 80s, but so cool, man.
So good. Cool. I love it.
Such a great poster. It just reminds me of the time when posters were actually good and not just CGI Photoshop garbage nowadays.
It's like actual art.
Posters are so whack nowadays.
You can hang this on your wall and it looks fucking dope.
Hell yeah, dude. I always prefer something that looks like this over the trash that we get nowadays.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to the art of film movie posters, because it's become a lost art.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. But yeah, shout out to the cast and crew of this movie. Conan the Barbarian, great fun, great action adventure fantasy movie. Like I said, we'll probably be doing Conan the Destroyer eventually at some point, but we're gonna be doing more of these retro rewinds. We're gonna sprinkle them out throughout in the future, as we plan future episodes and whatnot. So
yeah, they're a lot of
but
fun.
if there's any like movies that you guys want to see us revisit, hit us up, man. Let us know.
Yeah, like something we may not even heard of. I'd down to watch.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, we can always watch something for the first time. Most of these retro rewinds are going to be movies that we've already seen, but we're just like revisiting.
Or haven't
but like
seen
if
it
there's
like a long ass time. Like
yeah,
Crawl.
exactly. Like we're just revisiting them. So yeah, I mean, but if there's like stuff that we haven't seen, we'll consider most things. So just hit us up. We'll talk about it. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. So
yeah, let's go to the goodbye screen, shall we?
Let's do it.
All right, you're up, my man.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us again on episode 37, Conan the Barbarian. It was a fun first initial episode of the retro rewind type deal that we're going to be doing, just revisiting older movies and whatnot. So that's fun. We'll stay tuned for what we do in the future. Next week on the Clockwork Cantina, we're going to be talking about our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Because guess what, guys? We've been doing this for a year.
Yeah.
Or almost. We're almost at a year.
Woo.
But we started this May of 2019, around there. And next week will be the 1 year anniversary. Josh and I had been talking about, before we started this, we've been talking about wanting to do a podcast for years, or not for years, but it's been a little bit before we actually started it. And I'm glad we did, because we finally got it done. And now here we are, 37 episodes later, almost a year later, and it's been the best time. I have fun doing this every week. I look forward to it every week, along with D&D and whatnot. It's become the weekly tradition of just talking news and stuff, and it's good time. So yeah, next week, 1 year anniversary. Hope to see you guys there for that. That'll be a fun one. We're just gonna look back and talk about just the podcast and all that stuff. So hope to see you guys there. And yeah, man. I mean, obviously D&D. Look out for that. Season 2 finale, season 2 part 2 finale. On Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. I'm sure Josh will talk about that here in a little bit. But as for me on stream, I might stream later today.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're watching this live, keep a lookout for that. If you're watching this on the YouTube, or if you're listening to it on the MP3, then sorry, but just come check me out live at twitch.tv/DT3. That is a letter D, a letter T, and then a Roman numeral 3, which is in other words 3 eyes. But yeah, well, in terms of stream, I'm probably be doing some Chimera Squad coming up on Monday, some XCOM Chimera Squad. In terms of today, I might be doing some Battlefront. We'll see. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, everybody. And I'm excited for our 1 year anniversary, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Hell yeah. All right. Hi there, guys. Thanks for checking out and hanging out with us today for this retro rewind Conan the Barbarian episode. I love that movie, and I look forward to the future episodes of that we do. Yes, and we have our 1 year anniversary show coming up next week, so make sure to come by and check that out. It'll be at the same time every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 p.m. Pacific Time. So make sure to come stop by for that episode, as we're going to reflect on some of our moments over the past year. Tomorrow we have D&D, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific Time. It'll be the Season 2 finale, Part 2. We had to stop mid-combat because the finales are huge, man, so we gotta do 2 parts, possibly even 3, depending. Who knows? I'll tell you, I'll let you in on a little secret right now. I didn't have to prep at all for this week. That's how much I prepared for this last week.
Oh, man.
So we're super prepared. We're ready to rock and roll. Come by and see.
Yeah.
Let's see if Tyler's going to get out of this one, because he put himself in a little bit of a tight spot. Last time we played. coming up this week, just keep an eye out, man. I don't really have a set schedule with all the things going on right now, but I'll pop on and do stuff maybe sometimes. Who knows? D&D and this show is kind of like the big two things that I do every week that are guaranteed to happen. I'm still furloughed from work because of everything going on, so I have free time. So who knows when I'll go live. Other than that, that's going to do it for us here today. Make sure to take care of yourselves, wash your hands, take care of each other, love each other, treat each other very well out there in the world. And until we see you again, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.